Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if we're live or not. We have a very wild day ahead of us. I was just telling the Chad there that it is either going to be a very boring, slow day, or you're going to have a day with or you're going to have a day with a lot more to deal with. And now pretty much yesterday was the worst day on record for the Mag 7, and now today you kind of held up. China's doing good, but there was just a general amount of relief in the morning, but that was it. It's not like you're going off anything. The jolts didn't get in the way, and now we're playing this back and forth, and the word that Wall Street does not like is detox. That's what people didn't like out of Donald Trump the other day, and like we talked about, if you didn't watch the watch list, you may have missed the other ones too, but at the end of the day, this back and forth of what we are going to be dealing with, market versus Powell versus Donald Trump, we're going to see who blinks first, so we'll see where that leads us. But, Chad, we only have a minute. Oh, my goodness. I don't even have time for the bathroom. I'm going to be watching Delta, XLP, Love, Sezzle, BMY, Tesla, Oracle, Dick's Sporting Goods, Kohl's, and Illumina. That is what I have on my list. Let's not force anything. If you guys get enough likes, I'll turn on the wire, and I'll tell you some option plays. Other than that, we will be in the dark. And then we'll go from there. But tell me what you got, baby. You only have 30 seconds. Poster play. Poster play or get ready. What are you going to do, baby? What are you going to do? Brrrah. Tesla. Long Uber. Sitting on cash. Broadcom. Hit the like button. Like the video. Sell the video. 30 seconds. Be patient. Good morning. Holding. Free 99. Joshy calls QQQ. Spy calls Tesla. Sell the video. Broadcom. And let this Starbucks ride. Round one. Fight. All righty. Let's see where we're at. All right. I don't know. XLP and Staples, they're a little interesting today. I don't know if you guys notice. Everything is kind of matched up. We might not get our Staples off the morning. It's going to be a little harder to find. So we'll see. And again, Tesla, they're actually up. Remember, yesterday was one of the worst days. They're only down by 0.15 on the SPY, so we've definitely seen worse at other times. Let's see. The jolts already came out. They came out a little bit lower, so I don't think. I actually disagree. I think the jolts were kind of a dud. Love the iLog term. Amen. KDP, I have no idea. I'm watching Tesla. I'm looking at the SPY plays as well. These aren't fucking bad. I don't know. Remember yet, bro? I can't believe yesterday those 555s hit, if you guys recall. All right, we're going to start off with one. I got one to start with. It sucks, though. Yesterday was a lot easier with the value plays. Crypto spooling up. I swear I saw the jolts in the AM. Oh, no. I guess I was looking at something else. You're right. Fucking daylight savings, dude. No, what? Oh, yeah. My whole clock is messed up. I was looking at December. Yeah, but again, I still don't think the jolts are going to do anything. Just remember, we already had the non-farms last week. Apple dump. Oh, I forgot we had those Apple plays. Damn, Apple's down a lot. Jeez, Habibi. Scott, welcome. Yeah, Nvidia's going up. Tesla, Tesla's actually, again, crazy. I've said this multiple times, but that was their worst day in 4 years. Again, I think yesterday was part of the reason why the Mag 7 sold off so much. 3M is on the high. Let's see, healthcare's down. Staples are down. So you're not really getting love there. We got to work this out. Yeah, Illumina had good news. Something about China. They were down the other day. So we'll see. S&P is down by 0.2. Everything. Like Russell is actually in the green right now. That is your only one. The leaders are a little hard to tell. Yeah, Verizon warned about competition, and they had some other updates there. And then again, travel, Delta, UAL. That's pretty much been the main story. They're only down 5, actually. And then SPY going a little lower. So remember, yesterday's levels, just if we start to break a certain part. Oh, I got to open up my other TD. But if we start going below there, remember that like 55, 5,400, that will be the next price point that you got to be worried about. The Russell Red. Mine might be wrong. My E-Trade does that sometimes, but for now, my Russell on here shows that it's in the green. But that could have flipped. Again, SPY dancing around here a little bit. What's this? Who the fuck is buying that? UVXY big green, Airbnb down 5. Let's see, the VIX at 28. Damn, bro. That's actually kind of why the VIX is climbing up a little bit more. And then bonds are down. I don't know if you guys noticed. So we are slowly going down now. Watch what happens there. But if you are going to get a move, I mean, see if the bonds kind of have that fear reaction. And there is a big bond auction today as well. DoorDash on the high. I think they got added to the S&P or something. Or is that yesterday? Nikes. Oracle down 6.7, lowest in 6 months. Aye. Or Jolson 25. We will see. Again, the tech CEOs, everyone's being quiet about it. So again, I don't know who's at the White House today. I think Jamie Dimon might be there. But they're saying that meeting is going to have a couple of things. So we'll be on the lookout. Tesla rises 1-2. So Tesla's on the high right now. It's like one of the only ones I see on the high. Nice. Beautiful. What's today's play? Oh, I don't know. I was waiting for you. What do you got? What do you got? You let me know. Oh, bonds down. So take a look at that. Again, that was the big lagger on yesterday. I mean, I think there's decent SPY plays here. We don't really have the answer. And then there's a couple of like in-between value plays. And then I hope some of the other earnings start to go up. Yeah, something just moved right now. I don't know if you guys see it here, but the SPY just kind of popped from that low. A couple of other names are moving with it. NVIDIA's 1.7. Tesla's going up. So we'll see. Poland financial minister wants to cooperate with UK to boost defense. Yeah, I'd pay attention right now. You literally just went low of the day to high of the day in 1 minute. Again, we're just starting off, but now NASDAQ is green. It's outperforming the Russell. Baba just woke up. Watch the travel names. Anything from like literally the airlines down to like Uber and even Airbnb. They all moved on travel. So watch out for that. Tesla. It'd be nice if Apple went up. And then Microsoft's in the green. Honestly, big tech is doing great. Amazon's even up 1.7. Intel back to being Intel. Where they at? I mean, hey, it's coming back up. About to hit 20 again. I don't think the jolts have leaked. No. We will say. Oh, I have those other ones. Nvidia.com. Pfizer dump. Neo. Where's MO? Again, value is staples aren't hot today. So remember, the other day, we're really selling off. You're gapping down. It was easy to find the staples. They're holding up, but they're not doing the major advance like we saw yesterday. So keep that in mind. We will see where that ends up leading us. And then NVIDIA moving around a little bit more. Again, watch some of the chips. We talked about that yesterday with some of those chips kind of being in the buy zone, depending on which ones. So we will see Alibaba back to 140. NetEase and Baidu. Actually, all of China is kind of on fire. I don't know if you guys see it. Yeah, NVIDIA's taking off now. The premiums are getting a little bit aggressive. Oh, I want a China play, but I hate them. They're expensive after they make that move. We'll wait. You could kind of gamble on it if you want to force it, but yeah. QQQ on the high. There is this SPY. All right. And then we'll see Zivra's up. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, SPY premiums are going up now too. AGI on the high. NVIDIA. Yeah, bro. NVIDIA just woke up 2.7. Honestly, it's kind of small. I'm actually surprised with how that's going. EL down a tad. Apple Pinduoduo, another China name. So those are all going nuts. Actually, where's Futu? That one's always a fun China name, but that hasn't really moved. And then remember, single stocks. That's what we talked about on the watch list. If you find that the options are getting a little too pricey, again, individual names, and that's usually if you're playing the indexes, you know, some of the prices in IVs a little crazy. Oh, speaking of which. Yeah, that's it. Futu's crazy. Well, again, China shops, I think those are kind of compelling. Watch out for that. Tesla's back up again on the high. KDP, I don't know what that was after hours, but that thing's still moving. NASDAQ and Russell now up 0.5%. SPY is still in the red, and then Dow Jones is also in the red by 0.5%. So literally, you kind of just have the opposite of some of the rotation you've been seeing. Today now, Dow Jones is in the red while everything else is going up. But granted, we're still near very low levels, so whatever movement we have had here, it's all in the scope of pretty much you're like in the last hour of yesterday. You know, you're still in that danger zone. I'm loading up the levels right now. There's going to be a couple of those. SPY already coming back down. Like I told you, some SPY premiums were just going green. You just sold off 15 points right there. It makes me chuckle. Look at that. Jeez, bro. So, this line, you don't want to get here. That is the danger zone, but that's what I mean by momentum. Yeah, literally 55.71 is the next spot. So, yeah, we're at 5,600 flat. You break that. We go down about 30 points to like 40. And then I think right there, yeah, 55.50. And then, yeah, 54. So, literally 55.70-ish if this does not hold. That's what you should be thinking on the low side on SPX. That's just in my opinion. I could be wrong. Russell outperforming now. Intel's going back up again. I think NVIDIA, Tesla, and Amazon. So Amazon's that's your silent little runner right now. If you don't realize it, that one is doing things. Baba's, yeah, all of China. I was just saying, watch China. It's either going to fade by the end of the day or China's going to be the winner. But Baba, Baidu, Pinduoduo, literally Baidu on the high right now. That's what I would be watching for. S&P, little changed after briefly turning positive. Zoom on the high. Again, more China on the high ticker. And then SPY. I mean, SPY wants to go green. Oil moving now. And then you got Palantir on the high as well, and Meta and Robinhood. But watch oil. Again, Bitcoin chilling at 81. Oil is at 67. And then nothing in currency land. None of them has moved. And then there's this SPY. You made the Airbnb free. Nice. You didn't post the play, though. So I'm waiting for you to pay me. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Got out of put, so good luck. Good luck. Good luck. It's again, I think today's going to be the more interesting one because we either have nothing or we have something. It's a very, very, like yesterday you had the comments, you had the detox coming back from the weekend. Today is more just like 50-50, Habibi. You know, we could either calm down or we could get very, very active. Disney are only long-term still green? That's crazy. That's crazy. I saw yesterday, I don't know if you tweeted or if you saw my tweet. They were like, Republicans had the stock market for 1 month and they destroyed it. And I'm like, dude, Republicans have been buying gold, holding cash, and buying value stocks since 1999. So I don't know. It's been a very bifurcated market. I think those who have, because again, we're still up almost 10% on the long term year to date. So you have a very, very big shift with some of that. But get a long term, guys. Get a long term, and I hope all of what I've told you for the last couple of months, I have been telling you to get a long term, but you better remember that I also was telling you to buy the names that were down, not the ones that were up. And I think that really has helped you out regardless of how this has played out in the meantime. EVLV, what is that? Settlement announcing technologies over allegations. They made false claims about powered security system cleaning. Yeah, and then ONDS, that's a partnership with Palantir, but they're already up 40, and then Palantir started going up. Yeah, the jolts I don't think is going to be that crazy. So we'll find out. I think the market's looking for an excuse to move. There's a lot riding, but at the end of the day, we already got the non-farms. My bad. Another chat call. Well, there you. That's your first super chat. Oh, I feel bad now. I feel bad. I feel like I bullied you into your first super chat. But thank you, my friend. Yeah, try to post the plays. Tried to post the plays ahead of time. People understand Trump was handed a fraud stock market. I have sent out alerts today. Dude, honestly, I think everybody's being dramatic. I've said that for a while, but I mean this respectfully. Earmuffs if you don't want to hear any vulgar content. But I think everybody's a giant fake-ass pussy. Excuse my language. And what I mean by that is everybody has been like, oh, I want change. Oh, we want real change. And like the first, listen, if stocks have to go down 30% to get us a good change in wages and the economy situation, and if someone's willing to deal with pain to make a change, I'm all for it. So I made decent decisions. I protected myself, and I hope you do the same. But yeah, I don't know why. Finally, you're getting the opportunity of real change, and it comes with a little bit of pain, but I don't mind it. I'm sorry. I minded it when houses were tripling in value and immigrants down to normal, hardworking people barely could afford a home. So you mean to tell me we got to go through a couple months of taking off 30% of the stock market. It's all rich people who own stocks anyways. So what the fuck? I don't mind if it comes down. And if it leads to a better point, then fuck yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I don't care if my value goes down. I'll buy more. And we already bought things when they were cheap. The only people crying right now are the people who are trying to look for a greater fool. Let's be real about it. So at the end of the day, I'm not scared of a detox. I think we need it. And I think rightly so. And it would suck if it, led to losses for some people who don't deserve it. And I would hate to watch my account go down, but I definitely have my eye on the future. And once you turn that corner, I think we got to trim a little bit of the fat to get people a nice opportunity. So, yeah, I'm not really fucking tripping at all. If you are, unfortunately, you might have to figure that one on your own. So, but yeah, I think all of this is great. I don't know. I have no other way to put it, man. I know it is. I think it's big money having a tantrum. And now, like I said, I mean, if my stocks go down and my real estate goes down, but it would be better for the average person, I don't give a fuck, dude. You know why? Because I'm not that rich, but I am not that poor. I am not in the billionaire club, so I don't give a fuck. And I really think that it would be a way better financial system and society if we could kind of trim some of this excess and get back to a more normal level. So if that's what this comes with, let's go, baby. This hurts the average person. Yes and no. I think the average person already got hurt, and that's why shame on a lot of people for not acknowledging that. I remember it was about a year or 2 years ago, and I told people, shame on you for what you supported with inflation because it made homes hard for the average person to buy. What do you think high interest does to people? So, like, people are getting mad that Donald Trump might be playing a game of chicken right now with the market to get Powell to lower rates. But what was Powell doing raising rates? You know what I'm saying? And then lowering them for no reason. And then all of that, like, that hurts the American people. You got to really look at certain things that have happened. I think the damage has already been done, and now we'll have to have a little bit of rip the Band-Aid off to heal. And I hope we do. So, yeah, I'm not tripping. I don't think you should, too. I mean, if you're going to get mad at your money going down, I would just save up a little bit and buy better place and buy better value and protect yourself and learn from this. This just reminds me of 2022, 2021. This feels like back in the day, right when Biden came in, when we had to when we got rid of all the growth stocks. You guys remember 2022? That's just sadly what it's starting to feel like. And that's why now value names and Coca-Cola and names that held up are doing good, but all of the unprofitable growth stuff, that's just flipping. So that's why I'm saying, I'm like, some people are like, oh, the market's so bad. I'm like, well, it just depends what you bought. I mean, again, we bought China, and, we were talking about exceptionalist trade fading. We were talking about that months in advance. So it's just like, depending on how you position, this isn't that bad. And I think there might be better gains for society around the corner. Oh, yeah, nothing as bad as October 22. Not yet. It is. It's a good lesson. It really is. I think even if it has pain in the long term, whatever happened right now in the last couple of weeks, this is going to teach you something. And that way, don't ever forget. That's why I always tell you guys, just don't chase the growth stuff when it goes crazy. Wall Street will stay up for years, but it'll give it all up in a couple of months. They'll go from crackheads, and they're like, yeah, we're worth 100 times valuation, they'll sell it all off in 3 months. And that's why you don't chase. That's literally, you don't ever forget this. That's why let your portfolio speak to you in the moment. If you could maximize your gains or your purchases, your dollar, do it. But that's why I've been telling you guys for a long, long time. This is why I've been saying, don't buy the plays I'm up on. I don't want you to chase stuff that is up, because clearly, snap of a fingers, all those values could change. That's because it's paper. It's not real estate. You know what I'm saying? Stocks are paper money. It's paper valuations. It's not going to hold up like other things. So that's why I just balance it little by little. And I don't know, we might get our chance to buy some big diamonds. So get ready for that. Don't get lost in the sauce. You could get sad and worried about the politics. No, dude, you should be stacking up that cash now and get ready to pick up a damn diamond, baby. God willing. God willing. So let's see. The analyst. Well, that's why I said I had a video. I think that was part of the reason I got banned on Bloomberg, because when I still had the Bloomberg terminal, you remember I made that video and I went, this was after 2022, after everything crashed, and I showed you every analyst, all of their stocks and what they were saying. Analysts just follow the trend. They upgrade the stock as it's going up. They're honestly a lagging indicator. I will say there are some analysts out there that follow the stock and create models, and some analysts are worth their salt. I won't lie. I think some analysts are really good, and they know what they're doing if they have a passion and they follow the right company with the right analysis. But other than that, most of it is a lagging game. Like, the analysts just follow along. So when the stock goes up, they upgrade it because they don't want to be left behind. That's what you guys got to realize on Wall Street. That's what fucking happened with NVIDIA. That's why look at where we are right now. Everybody top-ticked everything because they didn't want to fall behind. That was the problem. It was the fear of underperforming. That's what we talked about not too long ago. But that is the problem, is that, people don't want to underperform. So what do? They bandwagon. That's why, NVIDIA already up 400, 500, 600%. You don't want to underperform. You buy it. Again, analysts, the stocks start going up. You don't want to be the only analyst with a hold rating on a stock that's doubled. Target going up. I don't know what it is. Let me see. I have that video. And then SPY coming back down. Premiums went up for a little bit. Then flip. Is this it? I think it's the fact. No, I have one. I need to find the analyst one. Well, there's one where it was in 2022. I remember it vividly because I was going over it, and all your favorite stocks, they're down 70%. And then you go look at 12, 15 analysts. Every single one of them was upgrading and raising their price targets. And then after the stock drops, they adjust. But I had a whole video going over it. This was 2-3 years ago. Tesla, Netflix on the high, and Target. And then SPY coming back down right to open. Dow and Russell, NASDAQ and Russell are still up. SPY and Dow are red. Yeah, we got a bunch of CEOs coming to the White House today. Not much detail on it, though. They're kind of keeping it quiet, so we'll see. And then some more executive orders towards the end of the day. Yeah, Target, that's going HSAI. They had earnings and then another headline, but they're running. That was the video. That was one of the many reasons. I'm sure they didn't like it. The CEO meeting saved the day. Does the market melt up? Maybe, but I think the range is wide. We could do a lot, but then towards like the end of the day, just keep in mind there will be some level of positioning getting ready for the CPI tomorrow morning. So that's the good part, is that you are going to have the CPI tomorrow. So whatever data you're waiting for, you don't have to wait too long. Yeah, JOLTS job openings expected to be 7.5 to 7.6. So we'll see. I know Apple is crazy. I told you that one play. I had the 60%, didn't sell it. But dude, Apple down 2-3 every one of these days is wild. At least Amazon's up today, and at least Google and some of the others aren't as bad. But yesterday when Tesla, Apple, NVIDIA, that was bad. BHE. Yeah, JOLTS job openings comes out in about 2 minutes on the dot. And then Tesla's up 4.5. SPY still holding. Coinbase on the high and Uber. Yeah, Netflix had been going up as well. And then watch if any of the travel names, again, that Delta guidance was not hot in the morning. Uber's back to green. VST on the high. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Dude, BlackRock's announcing, they're announcing something with energy today. In AI, I believe. All right, 1 minute. Coin. Pfizer on the low. Uber's going up, actually, a decent amount. Getting a little bit more volume here. Apple, 7% of fund holdings. In the SPY or just in general? I mean, everybody, I think, except Mr. Buffett. But he didn't sell last time. He just trimmed it. HSAI. All right, 1 minute. Baba back below open. Okay. 30 seconds. 7-6. Watch, I think bonds will probably move more, but we'll see what I feel. I do think it's going to be a dud, but we will find out. I got clapped? I shouldn't be clapped. Oh, they clapped you before the data? No. Cyber attack. They got him. And we're off. Why didn't it load up? Jolt 7.7. So it was a little bit worse or a little bit better. So more job openings, higher than even the higher consensus point, but still generally low. Bonds are moving off of that, but yeah, SPY taking it. I think if anything, might clap bonds a little bit, but I don't think that's. Yeah, I mean, again, we already had the non-farms. That reflects the non-farms, too. I mean, non-farms were good. So, we'll see. We will see, Habibi. 7.7, so that just came out, if you are unaware. I don't think, market's ripping off of it. Maybe less economic fear, recession fear, all of that stuff. So, I don't think that was that bad. Yeah, you're getting a big green. Like I said, I just don't think the jobs had anything. So if anything, equities are moving a little bit more. I think the bond reaction, but yeah, you're ripping off of that. Well, not bad, my friends. See, you could grab another. You could grab another one. I already have the ones from the AM. Netflix movie. I saw you just wicked into the top and then it chilled out. So watch out for that. We'll see, because if that tops out, and look at the bonds though. Hold on. No. Because look at the bond volatility. This reminds me of the non-farms the other day. Yeah, that's nasty. So to go, you shot down the bonds. You already got back up. Trump has instructed Secretary of Commerce to add 25% tariff to 50 on steel on all aluminum coming in from Canada. Yo, what? Bro, I think he's doubled. He's going harder on Canada. Whoa. All right, well. Yeah, bro, Trump, he's going hard on Canada. He's adding, again, 50. This will go into effect tomorrow morning. Oh, yeah, bro. He's shitting on him already. So that's a double. And then bonds are rocketing off of that. I got to play there. I honestly, the premiums are kind of wild, but I already got a good one. Oh, yeah. Watch out. So, again, I grabbed one, but you're making a move there. Hold on, let me flip these. I already flipped it, bro. All right, I just made a shit ton off of that. I went big on it. But yeah, I got 2 free dailies. Yeah, that's not good. So again, that's a big flip right there. Premium's already up 30. Okay, I know the next spot. That sucks. I already have 2 that I made for free. I want to grab a couple of other ones, but it's already moving a lot. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do one more. I'm going with the ghetto ones as well. So again, I went near the money, hit, made it free within a minute. Now I'm grabbing another one. Oh, yeah. Dude, literally, he's threatened permanently shut down Canada car industry. Trump will be declaring a national emergency on electricity. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. All right, other plays just went up 50 as well, too, bro. That's it. All of these are ripping right now. And that's it. Bonds, if we have that TLT from the other day, those are about to go green. So, again, TLT from yesterday are still the only thing cheaper. Dailies are up right now anywhere from 50 to 60%. Again, even the ghetto plays I just took late stage already went up. So be watching. Again, you're actually getting a little bit of a bounce on the premiums. They're topping out at 60. So yeah, we're going to do a lot of back and forth, but then that's going to be your new driver of the morning. Trump pretty much ramping up tax on Canada with tariff and steel. And then he's saying substantially increase on cars coming into U.S. if other tariffs are not dropped by Canada. Yeah, there's Canada news pretty much. Remember yesterday, Ontario tariffed the electricity, and then they were kind of striking back. And then pretty much now the tariffs on steel were supposed to happen to 2 days from now. And now Trump is saying if they don't drop those tariffs, he's going to raise another 25% on top of the 50. And now he's saying he's willing to clap their whole entire auto industry. All right, ghetto plays are coming back down. Only 10% gain on that. You already got 30, 40. If you were here when we read out that headline, those hit right away. All right, getting your first little bounce. I think you're going to go back and forth. Ghetto plays are cheap now. Or not cheap, but they're red. So I put out a sweet spot on the stream alerts. There's one play to watch. So don't buy those ghetto plays. That's only later stage. Otherwise, wait for the bounce, and then there's going to be a target sweet spot to go after. I already got free in the monies or near the money, so I'm going to ride that. I didn't buy any calls except for the morning. So we'll see. Yeah, so Trump ratcheting up tariff headlines. Let's see if there's any fatigue. Coin and a couple other names bouncing back. So see if this is short-lived, but I think it's probably just going to be volatile. We either bounce up to VWAP and then start to chop a little bit. CF in materials on the high. TLT came back down. We already had those from yesterday. That was the late stage put, but that one might come back up if we get another move like that. If not, it's over. X is on the high. U.S. Steel, so in the midst of all of this, U.S. Steel, yeah, that makes sense. CF, U.S. Steel tariffs. Duh. All right, there's your first. The in the monies are still up. The other ones dropped. They're not cheap enough. The ones I really want aren't there. Oh, that's the one I want. The Bradley Frizzle on the page. Oh, it's better than the VIX. It's better than all of it, baby. It's Peach Nation. Look at that. You make a hit, and then the peach shows up, bro. Life is good, man. Life is good. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bradley Frizzle. How you feeling, baby? Doesn't feel like old times, Bradley Frizzle. We're in the middle of the... Wait till the Boeing start hitting, Bradley Frizzle. The volatility is back. Oh, man. All right, you're holding right here again. I think, get ready, that headline isn't going to make today easy. So, yeah, we were already kind of moving around. You had the jolts, and then right away, Trump comes in with this headline, and then now we're anticipating, again, more tariffs on Thursday. We were talking about that on the watch list, but now Trump just brought out more, and then the peach just hit. Nucor on the high, that's steel. Kind of want a steel play. Again, Garrett, if you really want to go for it, you could double dip, but the plays are still, the shitty ones are cheaper, the good ones are still up. That's what kind of sucks. So pretty much near the money hasn't gotten lower, and the other ones has gotten, the ones out the money have came down. Yeah, Nucor's mad expensive. Again, anything related to steel and materials, they're starting to get a pop off that. SPY going up, back to VWAP. So pretty much you're right back to where the jolts started. Near the monies are break even now. And then the out of the money's flipped. All right, Constellation. Let me go back to the tech. Oklo on the high now. Remember, you're going to get something with BlackRock. And then Microsoft, hold on, man. You might actually squeeze a little bit. So, again, you already went back and forth. You thought you were squeezing on the bonds or the jolts, but then that comment came in. However, I don't trust it, but I'm seeing too many big techs running right now. So, Constellation, Microsoft, Amazon, they're still on the high. So, we are back to VWAP. I'm going to hold those. They're already free. Reddit up 10. McDonald's. So you're at VWAP. Just watch. I mean, the range might be big. But now bonds came down, so that could be bittersweet depending on how you want to look at it. Dollar's still red, even though it had that pop. Again, Tesla. Some of the big tech leaders are great. Again, even Microsoft, NVIDIA. MGA, U.S. Steel, again, there's plays there. SPY holding up good, though. Bonds lower, SPY back up from the low. You literally flushed off that headline, and now you're back up. They take this. The tariff sell-off was bullcrap. I just think we might go back and forth. I think it'll look one way for a little bit, and then another way it'll look the other way. So just head on a swivel. That's why I make it free. Be mindful, and yeah, we still got 7 more hours of this. Trump is taking the market down to get a better interest rate for the government. I don't know. I would have to check the watch list. I think I discussed that. I'm not too sure. Be patient. The premiums are moving a lot, though. That little move was just insanity. But yeah, they're back to break. Dude, they're scamming heavy. Whoa. So here they went break even or negative, and then right here they're green by like 10%. So yeah, premiums are still up, dude. This is fucking weird. Yeah, even the out of the money just went. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They just knocked those down 30, and now those are back to break even. So yeah, man, this is still kind of a wide range, and the premiums are very, very, very wild right there. They made it look like those were dying. And then, yeah, they just went green again. What the fuck? So, yeah, you're going to get more of that. I feel like every day you hear me say that. NVDA, DWTX. I mean, watch, NVIDIA and Tesla. I mean, there is some point to that. Apple down 2 is bearable with Amazon up 2, but, I mean, it still just depends on where everything else goes. And what time is it? 10:30 almost, 10:15. Let me get you a market checkup. The trucker. What up, baby? Good morning. So Dow Jones, 6 in the green, 24 in the red. That's really bad. NASDAQ 100, 40 in the green, 60 in the red. And then S&P 500, 115 green, 387 in the red. Bowman seen as Fed frontrunner as Fed's top banking cop. Michelle Bowman seen as frontrunner. Chart looks like we could go up. Just get ready for all of it, boys. Just get ready. We are in the gulag, unfortunately. That's why I'm like, look at this back and forth choppiness, but this is the same little range of yesterday because, again, that 5,600, depending on what happens or not, you know, if we break into the lower 55s, we go down to 55.70 and then 55.50, and then before you know it, you're at 5,400. So we will see. No, I'm not in Miami. No. All right, still holding First Solar. Now bonds are trying to tick up. Bonds and SPY kind of working it around a little bit. I put Boeing up here because of Bradley Frizzle, and it's actually moving. That one's interesting. Yeah, you see that, Bradley? Look at it. It's going up. Maybe we get one of them Bradley news pops. They don't know about them. And then what is that, CF or GS and ELF? Whoa, ELF flush. And then Goldman flush. Again, watch XLF, actually. I haven't looked at the banks. Yeah, so we'll see. And then again, watch the other ones. Plays are all back up. Out of the monies are just dancing around, but then the near the monies, I'm back up 30%. Again, I already made them free. Yeah, I mean, everything. You just had that big pop. They wiped the premiums, and then all the premiums came back, and now bonds too, bro. This price action is wicked, so it's easy to get fooled. That's what I'm trying to, like, look at the Canadian peso now, and look at Mexico, but, like, the way the bonds are moving, stocks, these movements are like 0.25%, 0.5%. It's kind of hard to tell, so just be very careful here. Position appropriately. I will tell you, Canada's murked. So Canada is still down right now by a lot. And I think that tells you, again, we just got those steel tariffs. Canada did not respond well. They could be a lot worse, but that's generally highlighting it. And Mexico's still dodging the bullet. So we'll see. Boeing still a going. Damn, those already went up. Pen on the high. Interesting. Gambling. Long term for, yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. So I'll get him some good quality. Bonds, another big candle. Again, a lot of other names are moving around here. All right, I'm doing one for the homie. Trump orders additional 25% on steel and aluminum on Truth Social. That's hitting another wire right now. So headline reiterating. I don't know if this was just natural. So naturally, as we were hitting this low and bonds breaking out, literally the algos, it reiterated. It's literally, look at this, showing up on the wire right as we go into the other low. So you guys already know this. I mean, you've had a 20-minute jump. Welcome to the cult, baby. Oh, yeah, if you guys know, if you like the video, you could have the news wire up all day. But, yeah, you guys need like 1,000 more likes. So new tariffs take effect on the 12th. So, again, back up there. Premiums are not going up as much anymore. So, surprisingly, on the new low, I'm still up 30%. And then the out of the monies are break even. So, out of the money's not moving as much. Trump to call national emergency on electricity. We already had that. Bonds breaking out now. Your TLTs are like 1 or 2 pennies away from break even. AT&T on the high. That was interesting. They were down. Oracle, another red. Again, watch bonds. Watch even XLE, Energy, Materials, Nucor, all of those names. VIX is at 29. It was 28.80. Kind of crazy. Trump aide sees Bowman in lead. Again, Steel Dynamics, GD still on the high too. Again, AT&T just woke up out of nowhere. Microsoft, Nvidia coming down, but Microsoft holding up and Amazon. The other ones are all red. You don't know if the new tariff has hit regular media? Really? You don't? Is it not on Bloomberg? No, they got it on here.
More towards
I see at least the headline.
Strong interest rate cuts. On the other hand,
there's your pop.
For the Fed to send that kind of signal would be alarming to people, would have a material effect on sentiment, and I'm not sure just how much it matters.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity.
You're worried
I love
that
you.
A car might
God bless
be a
America.
lemon. You're not going to buy it because somebody gives you a discount or cuts the loan rate. In the same way, when there's so much swirling uncertainty and the props from under your investment might be removed by some new policy coming out of some decree, you're going to wait before you invest, and the exact level of the interest rate isn't going to matter very much. So I think the Fed needs to express its concerns about the economy in the context of the current moment. It wouldn't be the first time federal central banks have expressed concern about rigidities. They've expressed concern about budget deficits before. I think they need to highlight just the very substantial toll that uncertainty is taking on the economy, and note that they've only got very limited capacity to respond to that uncertainty. And I think they need to remind us all of something. They need to remind us that the test of policy is economic performance. Sometimes this administration seems to be saying that as long as the 10-year interest rate is coming down, things are going well. Well, the 10-year interest rate fell the fastest during the financial crisis. It fell the fastest after as the 2001 recession was starting.
Yeah, motherfucker acting like the Fed didn't cut rates, and that's why.
The idea that somehow trying to get the 10-year rate down fast is some measure of how well you're
why are you leaving that part of info
policy,
out?
Which is another thing we've heard from
he ain't
the
no bomb vigilante.
administration.
He a op.
I think
He
isn't
a liar.
right, and I hope as he answers questions and talks about things, Chairman Powell.
That's what I said on the watch list last night.
Emphasize the centrality.
I said if it's a recession and we cut, if rates come down because of a recession, that's different.
Stable,
Anybody who knows money would know that.
Performance.
That's why.
Larry,
so
thank you so much
it's
for
different
joining us.
than the
It's really important to hear
natural
from you.
rates
That's
coming
Larry
down
Summers, former
without
Secretary of the Treasury, now special
economy
contributor for
down,
Wall Street
Fed
Week.
intervention,
Now,
all that.
Back to you.
Crackhead.
And our thanks to former U.S. Treasury Secretary Larry Summers and, of course, Bloomberg Wall Street Week host
fuck Larry
David
Summers.
Weston.
All right. Anyways, bonds coming back up. You are going lower, man. The premiums are tweaking. I'm very surprised. Because, again, it looks like you want to sell them, and then you don't, and then they're green and red, and then now the premiums, it's all still holding 20 to 30. They went up a little bit. NVIDIA puts green. Accenture to acquire Sobin, boosting capital. Or ACN is buying somebody. And then DSGX, Descartes Group. Who's this? They're up 1.5. Bonds higher, SPY lower now. Again, premiums all moving around. Apple, VIX on the high, and then TLT. All right, that's the one. If we get TLTs, we already hit those puts and those TLTs go green, we're going to be perfect. The TLTs won't fucking move, though. We need a little bit more, but yeah, SPY going down. All right, VIX, watch out for that. I haven't looked at any of the VIX plays, but the out of the monies are not green. Out of the monies are break even. So literally, out of the money puts now are doing what they did yesterday. The ones near the money are going up, but the ones out of the money, they're not moving in the same respect. Every one of these pops is making that harder. Yeah, Trump's meeting with a bunch of CEOs today. And then bonds going up a little bit more. Now the TLT went up 1 penny. All right, let's see at this low. Unfortunately, you are below the 5,600. It's like 55.71 to 55.60. The other low, then 55.50. And then if we go there, you might be looking at 5,400, but I'm sure you'll get another headline before then. Again, more on the VIX. I'm going to look on there. But that's it. I think, again, those late stage plays, like I said, now the out of the monies are moving, near the money get gapping. Oof. Yeah, I don't know, man. The VIX isn't like crazy, but it just, you have to get close to the money. The VIX is hard. Imagine if we had a wire. Well, nothing came. I'm looking at it. Nothing came out. That Accenture thing that I read you came out. And then again, you're getting more of the Trump comments, but you guys are almost there. I think you need a couple, like 800 likes. That's close, I guess. All right. So into another low. The puts won't go above 30%. Even the near the money. That's what I'm saying. These little bounces and green candles and wicks is like slowing it down. So be mindful. And then TLT, Apple and big tech's not moving. What is this? So watch if, like, there's Microsoft. Now Amazon. Yeah, Amazon's giving up 1%. TLT is ripping. Again, the crazy part, all of this came out with the data. So all of this happened when the data was right when it dropped. So technically you were reacting to the data for a little bit, and then all of a sudden we had the other stuff. NVIDIA's dumping now. Again, Amazon, all the big tech that was kind of holding us up, 50% now on the puts. It's still not as aggressive. Out of the money's up 10, so they're still moving, but it's not as good. I just need to start finding a little bit more of the sweet spots here. Yeah, I told you one of them. And that one was good on the dip. That one actually tripled, but still, man. Little scammers. Again, now bond volatility on the high. It looks like I'm only seeing volatile indexes here. So are we at the low yet? 55.7. This is the level, you guys. 55.71 from yesterday. We flushed 10 points. So you're either going to get a bounce and then we retest it, or it just flushes here. But this was one of the levels that we talked about, 55.71. Okay. Yeah, today is not a day for staple. I told you that in the morning, so at least we picked up on it, so you didn't have to lose your money chasing it. But yeah, right off the morning, it looked like we weren't getting that love. It might come up later, but at this point, I think we're dealing with a little bit more. Now premiums are starting to get a little bit more aggressive. So now you got 60%. That's like the most. They were actually up way more when I got them. Very interesting. Yeah, the first pop I sold out around this price. So now the first pop got you here on the options near the money, and now they're chilling there. Okay, now you're flushing a little bit. So 5567, you're right above the low of yesterday. Again, we were like on the cusp. There it is. Yesterday's watch list, I hope it helped. 5565. Let's see if we hit a new low and then how much more. The next level, 15 points lower. So 5555 on the SPX pretty much is what I'm looking for. 5564. The out the monies are up 20, but they won't go more. Kind of sucks. All right. Whoa. Okay, I'm trimming one of the dailies. I got one more left, and then I have the out the monies. So that one's not bad. Literally, that one's 30 cents into $200 off of the first headline. It was a good one, baby. It was a good one. And then I still have the out of the monies. Again, the last one just paid for. And then we got one more. So we'll ride those out, and then we have the TLTs. TLTs are actually now in the green. What I'm going to do, believe it or not, sell the TLTs because those are weeklies. We were down. They just came back up. You could sell out at break even right now. So, yeah, I got all my money back on TLT. Don't lose money. You didn't make money. You got insurance between yesterday and this morning. Actually, okay, I'm selling. Oh, fuck. They were up 10. I got break even. I sold out of the out the money SPY puts. All right. Well, that was good timing. Again, I got one more daily still in the green by 30 now, but I just took it at another 60, 70. And then we got rid of the bonds, got rid of the shitty puts. Yeah, bro, that killed all the premium, right? That was perfect timing. Yalla. I got you, baby. I got you. So, yeah, we repositioned because then those will get a lot cheaper. And then either way, we've paid for everything a lot today. And then that's it. Again, bonds are still holding, though. It's just going to get weird. Watch that play, though. You got to come back to it. I know the sweet spot for today, but I don't know if these are going to come back down. Electricity, yeah, we got that literally within seconds. I don't know. I kind of got an idea, but I don't like it. I still have this one daily, but I want to see what I could do with it. Hit the like button. Yeah, do it. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. I hope today's info helped. I mean, I was telling you out loud when I was grabbing them and why. You know, you got that news very early. So even without the wire, I hope you heard it. Bonds are back up. Again, I got rid of mine. They're for the week, but I didn't want to be too overexposed on them. And that took this whole move to get us paid. You don't post strikes? No, I stopped posting the strikes and my plays on the watch list this year because everybody started crying still, no matter what we would do. So, yeah, I want you to figure it out. Like I said, I just wanted to give you a play with headlines and news like pizza. There was a lot going on And I think a lot of people forgot about it. But maybe we end up getting something. All right, hold on. I'm waiting for another play here. Not the downside. Because I have the downside. I'm still holding one of them. We already repositioned, or I didn't buy the out of the monies. I'm going to wait for those. And then I'm even thinking of getting a call if I'm going to hold the daily. It'll hedge it. I just can't afford a flush, because if we get a call and it flushes this early, you're dead. Circuit breakers, you had the better odds of that yesterday. Yeah, pizza, it's down. Keep an eye on that one. Going a little lower. All right, I got plays that I'm looking at, but this is exactly why. Wait a little bit. Well, no, you're at the level. So 50. This is the low of the day. We technically haven't broken yesterday's low, and then it's just like it's 15, 20 points anywhere below here if we start going down. TLT breaking out. Watch the plays I sold. If they get a bid, SPY puts are going back up now. Yeah, the other ones I got rid of, they're holding up. Again, I sold out at break even. I wanted to reposition. I don't know when the triple witching is. No, I have no idea. Come on, just hit the new low. Call it a day. I think we need it. It's holding good, though, but we got to kind of get out of here. It's just not doing it. Okay, there it is. The overnight low, I mean, yesterday was intraday. Just 55.64. You're 1 point away from there. And like I've been showing you, it's like we go below that. I mean, theoretically, your next level is going to be like 5,500 and then 54.50. So it's like 55.50, 54, 55 flat, and then you're going to start moving like 50 points at a time. That's why, again, the momentum from here is actually very, very crucial. It's still, bro, do you guys see how it's inching, though? Even the premiums and what this is still very slow. Considering how fast this was off the headline, bro, you are crawling. So you haven't had like a big flush move yet besides that first headline flush. Like, again, you're not flushing this low. All right, that's popping. Okay, I'm balancing it out. I did a SPY call to balance out my put. So I wouldn't do it. If you don't have a put near the money, in the money, I wouldn't really be buying this. Not a recommendation. Hustled. They got me. See, they got me on that one. Like I said, if I waited a little bit, I saved money. I did. I got one strike closer. But then, yeah, if I needed to move. Did we hit yesterday's low on that? No, we're not. We haven't. That's why I'm scared. I think we're going to get a bigger flush. I might have to reposition on that. But the put worked very good. I'm leveraged. I'm just grabbing the upside because I have a put in the money now. So look, that's it. If we keep flushing. There's that flush I was talking about. They just killed the puts again though, or the calls. But that's why. So I'm just like, hey, if I'll make more money on the downside than a call. But then if it has a pop, I could benefit off of that one as well too. Because again, today was looking decent, but I think at one point we'll see, but generally every single one of these days it's been this slow. So I should have kept those other ones though. Those went up now 100%. The puts I sold at break even, they're right there. Tario Premier, Ontario and Canada will not back down until President Trump tariffs are gone for good. That's what Canada says. See, we're not stopping. We're never stopping. All right. There's your new low. Watch for 55.50. Literally, you're already there. So I should have just been patient for that one. I think I could have done a lot better on the call if I waited. But the puts are hitting. So give it 2 more points. And then 5,500 flat is the next. And then 54.55. So that's it, man. The momentum levels are breached. This is already kind of crazy. You're down. Oh, you're less than 1%. SPY's down 1. NASDAQ's not even down 1. Oil even came down. Look at Canada. I haven't seen Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin did 79.60. So watch out for that. SPY near the low. That killed calls down, and then puts are still up. So now I'm going to hold both of those. Volume, I haven't looked at volume. Let's see. 18 million. I mean, we're hour number 1. It's a little bit above normal. It's still elevated for sure. All right, still going lower. Those calls aren't getting a bid. Over 100% on all of the puts. Net total. That's 100% like net, but the total is insane. So watch out. It's definitely, I mean, we're going to see the rates keep working. That's what we're going to try to figure out. Bittersweet. But again, you just had a tariff escalation. So you had tariffs. I put that up on the watch list the last couple days. We were talking about the steel tariffs, and then Trump just came out today and doubled down on it because Canada was kind of clapping them back as well. So remember, Canada tried to raise the stakes yesterday with the electricity, and now Trump has responded, and that's what caused this. So mix that in with the momentum and the levels. Here we are. And then, but at least as we go down, the bonds are getting a bid as well, too. Okay, hold on. These candles are not, dude, you're not breaking out of these. Jeez. Woo-hoo. The calls are still holding, surprisingly. But, yeah, the premiums are honestly getting slashed on both sides. Calls aren't going down that much. Puts are still holding, but they're literally moving 10, 20% on every single wick. So very volatile. 5552, again, 5550. That's the level for 5551. So you have reached it now. VIX is going higher. VIX might be at 30, bro. So another one of these days, I mean, you're going to be very close to hitting that 40. But now, yeah, VIX is hitting a new high. Bonds higher. I got out of the TLT calls because I just didn't want to overexpose, but those should be hitting. I sold them out at break even, so now the stock's higher. I'm assuming you got a little bit more. Oh, Tesla put would have been fire, huh? It's everything right now. Today, you don't even have a staples. Today is risk off. You're not getting, you don't have a bid on anything. You're not getting the same setup. So, like, Dow Jones has 5 names green out of 30. NASDAQ, 30 names out of 100 green. And then SPY, 93 green, 400 are in the red. Yeah, today's risk off. This is what I was telling you the other day. Like, you know, staples hold up, Dow Jones, it's not as bad. Today is like everybody is leaving. You're not getting you're not getting that today. Yeah. Unfortunately. I think it's yesterday was bad, but like, don't forget this developed right in front of your eyes. This wasn't just weakness. This wasn't just fear of like, oh, what do you call it? The detox. This was literally Trump doubling up the tariffs. So don't forget that. That's why it's like today, you guys realize like we just had a development in the last hour, right? This wasn't new. You had no idea this was going to happen. Leading into this morning, we knew there was going to be steel tariffs, and I said it on the watch list. Like, we might have that set up where it's like you react right when it's in front of you, but for the most part, that is the new development on the day. I don't think you're going to hit a circuit breaker today. No, yesterday you gapped down 2.5 and then you sold 2.5. Today you were up. So look, this feels more aggressive than yesterday if you look at the start of the morning, but the difference was you didn't have that big gap down. So you're not near the 5. You're not near a circuit breaker at all, to be honest with you. You missed Trump pretty much threatening to raise tariffs by double on Canada because they said they're going to clap our electricity. That was yesterday. They announced it, and then today, literally right here, we got it within seconds. That's what he announced, and then, yeah, here we are. Well, they just slashed the puts. Puts are up now only 70 on one set. I'm saying 70 from here. So I'm using that as the other port. Because if you bought them from here, they were hundreds of percent. And then the calls are only down 10%. Scam. Fucking scammers, bro. This is hard, you guys. So again, I'm doing good on these, but just be very fucking careful. Because I'm telling you, those calls just crashed 30%. And now I'm down 10% on one candle, 2 candles. So be very, like I said, I only bought those because I have a put that is riding with way more value. Crazy. Well, see, if that could hold up, you'll get move. Otherwise, if that falls again, that's going to make the calls harder to go up, and then we'll do another one. But you hit lower. You broke the level. 55.50, 55.49 is technically your low now. So take that how you please. VIX is, that's it. You're one day away. Hypothetically speaking, if the VIX has a move like yesterday in terms of the gap up till today, we could be within a day or two at emergency rate cut zone. So we'll see. I have something to show you. Would you guys like me to show you a cool chart? Let me see. Never mind. We don't have the likes. But I have a VIX by the dip chart that may inform you. I believe it's from one of the banks. They put this out, but I will gatekeep that until 2,000 likes. Oh, I have another one too. I didn't show you yesterday. All right. Well, there's your first bounce off the level. This is annoying on the likes. You missed the old days. All right, never mind then. No likes then. I just won't tell you guys anything. I'll just buy the stream alerts. If you want it, I'll put it in a document. You're right. My bad, man. Apologies. Apologies for wasting your time. Don't worry. Yeah, and then the Wired no longer available in public. So yeah, easy. Fixed. You thought the stream alerts were dead too? Yeah, that's why I have to raise the price. So yeah, I guess we're going to double up the price of that too. Anything else? You let me know. You let me know. Clap this all. That's it. Hey, it is what it is. It is. The harvest is plenty. The workers are few. I bet, yeah, that was probably Don Lemon in the chat. I feel. Okay. So calls down 20. Puts all elevated. And then the bonds, I don't know. I think the bonds are at this. I haven't double checked the TLTs. Let's see. Everybody in the TLT. Yeah, TLTs are the same price. Ah. Why can't I type it? Amazon. That was the only thing I thought that was holding you up today. You had 1.6 on that. Oh, man. Canada owns 300 billions of bonds. I'm not too worried about Canada's bond holdings. And then Verizon coming back up. It was down 6. It's kind of running. Tesla. Dude, Tesla as well. Tesla's back down. Tesla's in the red now. So you went from, what? 4% up, 15% down yesterday to now negative 1% again. So that's still going on Tesla. That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, I don't think it's the setup for emergency cuts because I don't think Powell will do it. Powell will look like a bitch. Powell doesn't want to. I just think, like I said, I think Powell might even agree with Trump for a little bit. Whoa, Tesla flushing. Israel and Lebanon have agreed to open negotiations to resolve disputes over the land border between the countries. Interesting. And then Tesla flushing now. Yeah, that's big volume, bro. I don't know. That's not a good sign. Just like those days. Remember when the SPY had that one bounce the other day, like a week or two ago, and then it turned into a low? That's kind of what Tesla looks like right now. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see a 5% bounce and then flush now 2% into the low. That is not good at all. Coin climbing. That was going up earlier with the crypto. I think Robinhood too. Those are still in the green, honestly. It's not too bad. That's why people asking about the circuit breaker. The funny part about today, you're not down nearly as much as where you opened yesterday. So, again, you're down 0.7 on the NASDAQ, 1% on the SPY. The Dow is the worst. So, very interesting. Again, you just got an Israel-Lebanon headline. And we'll see where that was. Yeah, Tesla was just up 5. That was another 6-7% sell-off. You said SMH Tesla. I wanted to see the stocks. How are the chips doing? Nick SB. Would it even be an emergency if the last move was a cut? Well, yeah, it's emergency if it's unscheduled. So that's why. It's like if the market got really panicky, the VIX was above 40. But even then, in a weird way, I think Powell likes it. So I'll make a video on it. I had a tinfoil, but I'll start putting these into videos for you guys. But there's something related to where Powell might really like this when it's all said and done. Your boy hit you up for lending? Let's go, baby. Get that crib, baby. Get that crib. Amen. Why would they sell treasuries? They might be selling it in protest. But I'm not worried about Canada's bond holdings. I'd be more worried about Japan. I mean, Japan is a more worrisome place economically than most. Members only watch. Well, we'll see. I mean, even then, every day we're dealing with stuff. But once I have time to make a new video explaining the stream alerts in the watch list, there will be some major changes. So I've just been busy lately. But once I get enough time to sit down and update that, we will do all of that. So, yeah, I think that plan is already in motion. Okay, SPY's plays are coming back down. The puts are still in the green. Calls are trying to work their way up here as well. The calls are up more on the first pop than that second one, but I think those could still hit. I'm down 10% now, so we'll see. Ryan C. Welcome, baby. Welcome. All right, we chilling, baby. We chilling. Not really. One candle up, you're going to start looking for either recovery, but again, even how it played out here, even that VWAP move before this sell-off was aggressive, but just that's it, man. Head on a swivel. Bonds came down, which is kind of good. That may help everything else. Yeah, Tesla just went down. Bro, this is moving 3% bottom to top right there. That's actually wild. Yo, my calls are green now. So the puts are only up around like 40 from the low. Still another 3 or 4 from that other purchase, which is crazy. But yeah. So now the calls are green. Dip by calls. It looked scary for a little bit, but kind of working. I'm going to need to sell out to those. We'll find out. All right. And then let me go to the party. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Cult News.
Big show coming up on Money
Twitter.
Movers. We'll talk to Ontario Premier Doug Ford. He'll respond to the president's latest warning about these steel and aluminum tariffs in a moment.
Yeah, no, we're gonna learn more. Silver moving up. What about gold? Tesla, honestly, the whole SPY calls are green now. Calls and puts are green. So I'm literally up on a put while up on a call on the daily. That's insane. To give you an idea. So lots of volatility. But yeah, the puts are starting to wash. Terrific. There's been 2, yeah. Now they're both coming down. That just killed the calls, and then puts her, dude, that premium. They're there. Sky. Why are all the options clapped? Watch the last 3 watch list. I think it'll explain it all for you. That's why I've been trying to help some of you save money. But I wish I could force you to watch the videos, but I can't. But if you are paying attention, you will save money and avoid some of the shitty plays. All right, here it is. Propaganda TV. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be right back.
Urgence of views here. The rationale he uses, and by the way, we're getting close to that 5,500 level. The rationale Kaiser uses is the VIX curve, showing you that you're going to get more volatility ahead. He does recommend a few hedges that are worth pointing out. XRT, which is a consumer-focused ETF, he recommends buying puts for consumer spending. IEF calls, which is a treasury ETF for growth, and puts on the QQQs, as we've been watching here. And the idea there is to hedge your downside risk in big tech. And so pretty fascinating ways to hedge. Gold has not held up, for example, the last couple of days, finally getting a bid today.
I love, though, that he says we do not recommend buying the dip. That said, 6 previous risk-off signals do have strong 3-month forward returns.
At some point.
To Shanali's point, we're getting close to levels where it's hard to ignore. 5,500. If you're expecting to end the year at 6,500 or 7,100, as John Stoltzfus, it's getting attractive.
I feel like he was a little softer on that call.
Yeah, we might get a revision there, but it still stands for right now.
All right, that's it for Open Interest today. Tomorrow we have Muddy Waters founder Carson Block. This is Bloomberg.
Markets never sleep, and neither does Interactive Brokers. Discover more opportunities with CME futures across...
Nah, bitch, go to bed. Go to bed. Get a long term. They trying to hype you. Just go to bed. Go to sleep. Don't ever let anybody... What's wrong with these people?
Market continues to absorb these flash headlines about would-be steel and aluminum tariffs in this case from the president as we tested yesterday's low, Mike.
We did, and in fact, the overnight low in the S&P futures more or less tested that as well. I think there's a line of thinking that you want to see the market kind of have another attempt at the downside. We're just on the cusp of a 10% correction. There's not a deep history of S&P pullback stopping at 9-point-something% and not getting to touch the hot stove, but we're right there anyway. So we'll see how the market reacts through the afternoon if it can actually bottom on some tough news. That's often a sign.
And that was a threshold that Tom Lee said that he was watching too, that 10% level. Notably, all of the major sectors are in the red now. Which
I just killed my calls.
VIX
so now the calls are down more than when the market was lower. Why do they keep going on for like 2 minutes and then commercial? Yeah, you're not allowed to share them, but I think people do get the stream alerts. You should have. Some of you just signed up. I see those 24-hour ones, but we'll get you guys on there ASAP. Don't trip. Puts her back up still, dude. This is crazy. Again, you had a new development on the day. If you guys are just getting in here and are not aware, we were going through all the volatility, all of the freak out from yesterday, all of that. And then literally right as the jolts came out, Donald Trump went on Truth Social and said he is raising the tariffs on Canada steel. So that's why we're here right now. Yo, puts are more expensive now. Yo, this just fucked up everything. Look, so from right now, calls are down more here than they were here, and then puts are up more here than they were here. Oh, man. Disgusting. Mm-hmm. So it all depends on how close you are to the money. That's the difference. So like my ones near the money, the premiums are killing it. But then the ones like right near the money, that's the one that fluctuates more. And then the out of the monies are dog shit. That's crazy. Well, let's see. Yeah, those other ones, remember those 540s? They came right back, I think. Was that it? Oh, no, it was a 5. Oh, that was a 5. What? Oh, that was a different one. Yeah, they came back down. They even went cheaper for a little. Yeah, out of the monies are not working, you guys. They hate you. But now, if you see one of these double dips, you can take it. So you have to wait till it kind of wishbones. See, look, that's what they just did. That's what I'm saying. The out of the monies, you only make money on the downside. You have to sell it before the pop or you're going to get washed. But that's a hard game to play. So I'm not telling you to do that. You have to know how it is. Oh, yeah, my low ticker isn't at the top. Good call. Good call. Boeing says they delivered 44 planes. Boeing plane numbers. Boeing booked 5 orders net of cancellations. Handelsblatt says Volkswagen plans to lay off 16. Boeing delivered 89 airplanes for the first 2 months. SPY flushing, this time bonds lower. So we're doing what we've done yesterday. Do you guys notice it? What are you getting? You are literally getting the SPY hitting a new low, and now the bond's broke. You're not getting the same one. UK government will not respond to steel tariffs. That's good. UK, that's very good. Canada's the number 1 importer practically, but UK said they don't want to fight. That's coming out now. So UK is like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Honestly, I'm gonna sell my last in the money put. It's worth too much money. I got out of it 220 from like 50 cents or 40. Okay, now I only have calls because I got rid of all my other puts. So I'm out of all the dailies. That was a fucking fire one, dude. Google Anthropic discuss AI security deals with Snowflake. Hey, yo, check Snow. Check Snow. Yeah, Snowflake. The premiums are kind of up a little bit. Snowflake, Databricks, Google, Anthropic discuss AI security. There's already a lot of activity on them. Come on. How do you get the headlines so fast? You know, you've asked me this every day, and I tell you the same answer, that I'm not going to tell you how. Because every time I teach them, they take what I do and then they paywall it and sell it, and then they get me banned. So, yeah, and now, because too many complainers on whatever we do, I don't think you guys will ever see the wire ever again. So, yeah, just follow along here, and you'll get the exclusive source. Other than that, I wish you the best of luck. Amen. Amen. Sorry. It's good. I'm glad you apologized to the chat, but I thank you. Because, again, you guys got to realize the more people complain, the easier it makes my life. Because then I have to do less. So I'm always going to keep signing up to that as of lately. If you want to give me more money to do less, I will do that. I will exactly do that. I'm down to give a lot away for free, but I expect no entitlement. I expect that we, certain things, certain standards. That's pretty much it. All right, you're coming back down. I got rid of all my puts, unfortunately. Actually, maybe we go for a double dip. That snowflake, that one didn't hit. I had it pop and then it held, but I don't think so. Let me see if I can find a double dip. Yeah, they're right back to the same price. I'll wait a little bit. The yuan, they're waiting for Trump. The real thing is the yen as of now. Snow news hitting. It still didn't. It's just a partnership, though. I grabbed a cheap one, but it's not. I don't think it's going to hit. I might get out of it. We'll see, but SPY too. I like the UK not retaliating, and then we'll see. And the less tools you get to use. It is. You will get less tools, but if you are listening, I'm giving you everything. So unfortunately, you just got to pay a little more attention. But I hope so. I want to provide, man. But I think you got to harvest is plenty. Those of you got to lock in, take advantage. A lot of people have been asking me about the big play. And I'm just telling you right now, you are already in the middle of a historic opportunity. I don't know if we'll get a big play, but maybe you'll get 1,000 small ones that will add up to a big play. But either way, it's like this movement, man, it's been years since I've seen anything like it. And that's why, man, just lock in and, we'll be able to get stuff. If you are paying attention, though, you should not be unaware of anything happening. I personally believe that I don't think there's anything in the market that we are unaware of. Any Chad that is really locked in, I don't think anything is catching you by surprise. I haven't been surprised in a while. I'll get surprised by like today, like, oh, he just did that. But again, we were talking these steel tariffs and the back and forth 48, 72 hours ago. So it's just like, if you lock in, pay attention, I think it's going to help you out and nothing will get you off guard. So that's all we need. That's the good stuff there. So yalla. Okay, snow is starting to move up. And the SPY. Oh, SPY good. This is overtime. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Yeah, there's a lot of volume in snow, but they're not moving. So again, Google, there's actually, go look at the option. Is there earnings on snow? Because that's a fuck ton of options. I just noticed it. There's literally 4 strikes on the weekly with over 3,000 in volume. Okay, SPY coming back up. SPY's back to green, barely on the calls. Again, we just had a UK headline. Coin and uranium. What's going on right there? Yo, check crypto, check uranium. Yeah, Coinbase just rocketed up, and then Oklo down to UUU. What the hell was that? Okay, now the snowflakes went up, and the SPY. And bonds just died. Okay, I sold out of the call, 20%. But remember, that was a hedge. So at least all puts green and calls green now. Because again, now that was a hedge, so I got nothing now. Snowflake moved up. I want free snowflakes, but I don't. I'm just selling. I'm going to take 15% on snowflake. I don't like it. All right, I sold this snow. Literally 2-3 cents. Not anything crazy. All right, we out here, baby. We out here. That's good. Now we just got to avoid shitty plays, and then we win. But again, that's good. All puts, calls, we've cleared that up. Oh, actually, I got one more. We're gonna double dip a put if we could get the right setup. So remember what I was just telling you with those shitty puts? Depending on how this plays out. Like, I wanted to hold the calls, but I didn't like how they were moving there with the back and forth. I want to win. That's what I'm saying. So everything's a win today. That's it. TLT was break even, but still a win. I actually have one play that didn't do good. That was in the morning. All right, SPY there. But the timing on the plays, if you're listening, that's what I'm saying. I hope that helps. The snow hasn't hit Bloomberg or CNBC. I might have sold early then. I just didn't like it, but I got 15%. They're up more. They're still up more even after I sold. You're still holding 15, 20% on the bid. I stream alerted that contract. I'm out of it now. Big pop, yeah. I'd say if I held those calls, I would have made more. I only got 15% or whatever. Van Breezy. What's up, my Republican friend? Van Breezy was a Republican before it was cool. He was a Republican before Elon. You guys know I would ban him for being a Trump supporter because he would be so annoying about it. I banned him more. You know that? I banned Van Breezy for supporting Trump more than I've banned any annoying-ass liberal. You know that, right? In the 5, seriously, ask him. He knows. He's a good guy, bro. I love him. God bless you, bro. I did not move to Miami. I was just visiting. Well, snow is working, bro. If you want that, that's already there, but I didn't like the lag. Doing great, baby. I love to hear it, man. I love to hear. I hope you got the long term. I know you got the long term. UK official government is continuing to engage with U.S. on steel exemptions. That's good. That's why I sold my put there, but I even like the gains in the call. But essentially, that's oh wait, hold on. Don't let me get distracted. Why are those so expensive? Walmart on the high. That's a very interesting one. Yo, Walmart's been murdered the last couple of days. This one's just like an odd staple. Oh, I have another idea. So again, this is your opportunity to find a put, but then again, if it don't come down, you're fucked. So now this is killing the premiums. This is what we wanted. Now the one with the sweet spot, I like it, but it's starting to look very, very good here. But if you buy it now and it don't hit, you're fucked. That's it. But this is now where you buy your put. You don't buy. I know it's easier to buy it when it's going down here, but then they don't pay out because it's too expensive. So, but now here is where you buy your put if you think we are going to flip back down again. But again, bonds have already given it all up. SPY is now back to the first level. I have a sweet spot. I just don't know if I should do it. It's cheap, bro. Let me double check my other ones. Yeah, the other ones went down 50%. All right. Oh, yeah, Europe close is going to be later. We'll just watch, but like I'm telling you, that's your window. But I hope you get what I'm trying to tell you. I just want you guys to save on the premium because it's hard right now. This is very difficult. I know that's why I keep calling out the premiums, the prices, and where they're at, but you just got to realize, like, I know you want to buy it when it's going down, but, dude, the way they're moving these premiums, you're going to be down 30% even if it moves in your favor. So you just got to try to optimize it, know why you're buying it, try to find the sweet spot between near the money and time and all of that. But when it's all said and done, nothing is better than buying the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like buying your puts into the red on short term, very difficult. Buy it on the high, they're going to be cheap, but you have to kind of anticipate. And then if not, you're going to get clapper-roonied. So that's the risk you take. High risk, high reward on these. The stock market under consumption. Are you the guy who sent me the wealth effect thing? But here's the deal, though. I think the propaganda is working because I don't know any other way to put this. My girlfriend has a friend, and this is like this is her dumb friend. I don't know how to describe it. This girl has said shit where I'm just like, wow. Airbus helicopters announced launch of H-14 light twin-engine helicopter. But, yeah, this girl said some dumb shit. This is, my girl's, dumb friend. And even the other day, yesterday, I hear her talking, and she's like, oh, my gosh, is there a recession? I'm pretty sure there's a recession now. And I was like, holy fuck. If this girl is talking about a recession, I'm like, I think the propaganda has worked, or it's spread to another level. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's it. When mother not even interested in the economy, and they're like, yeah, there's a recession. I'm like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's a different level. Well, anytime the QQQ, the 200-day moving average, that's been a bottom. And then anytime you've had the most amount of puts bought in history, the market has bottomed. And that's literally where we were at yesterday. If trading currency and big caps are similar, not really, but currency is really tied to the macro environment. So I think a lot of Forex brokers are scammy. But the concept of foreign exchange is actually one of the most important things to the economy. So, but I think a lot different. Equities and currency don't move on the same reasons. And the value, value is very different between the two. No, I didn't make a TO. I've been making a lot of random plays lately. I don't post the plays anymore because everybody got annoying and is complaining. We do members only for Philo now. And if you keep repeating the same shit, I will just ban you. And I have zero tolerance on almost every category. So some people think I'm terrible. And I agree, I'm probably not as fun to be around. And then other people, they have literally increased their net worth by 10x. And they are hungry and excited. And they love the return of Yash. So either way, get it where you fit in, and without a long term, you're wasting your time. Amen? Amen. Oh, yeah, we got to do push-ups. Ontario Premier says he will not hesitate to cut off the power to United States if need be. Do it. That's it. Y'all playing with Arab Trump, bro. Y'all are not Canada. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Have never been tough your whole entire career as a country. You guys know that? Not once in your history have you ever been tough. Why are you guys doing this? Please, I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of what we are going to do to you. Just do not do this. Hey, yo, what up, David Starr? Bless the Chad. Hey, Mr. Newton. Let's go. And we got a new member, Mr. Yonito. Horn. No, for real, do you not see the United Kingdom? They're like, yo, we will work to find an exemption. Canada's like, sorry, we're going to double the price. We're going to cut off the internet, buddy? And then we'll hit up Timmy Hortons right before. We're not playing around with Americans. No, sorry. We got to do it, bud. What do you want me to do? We got to do it. Ontario will cut the power. Easily we'll cut the power. What are you talking about? Well, I'll double it. I don't care. Double up the tariff tomorrow. Tomorrow we're enacting 50% tariffs now. Hey, well, we'll cut off the power to all of them. We'll cut up. Sorry, we'll do it all. That's what we'll do, buddy. And then I'll have a Timmy Hortons, no remorse. What you want? And then we'll boo you at the national anthem. What are you talking about? So yeah, either way, I don't know why they're doing this. I really don't. I don't know. I feel like that was a mix of Jordan Peterson and Trudeau. Either way, I ran with it. I just did whatever came out. This is all improv. It's all improv, so bear with me. I don't know why they're doing it. USA started it. I know, but we just gave you a bunch of money. So if I doubled your income and asked you to pay 10% in taxes, why would you cry? So literally, Canada and Mexico were not importing or exporting as much as they have in the last 4 years. So we have doubled and tripled up their exports. And then all we're asking is reduce tariffs. And yeah, but like I'm saying, if you guys haven't noticed, Canada is the only one thus far who is trying to push the envelope. Everybody else has caved already. From Mexico, and I wouldn't even call it caving, to be honest. I would call it people working appropriately. I think most countries have realized this is a stupid game. It's easier to work together than not. But yeah, literally, Canada's the only one that's trying to tit for tat right now. Literally, Mexico's cooperating, UK's cooperating. I don't really, yeah, they're the ones going in on it. What's up, new members? What up, Jay James? Most dope, baby. Well, welcome. I'm glad to have you guys. What triggered it? Was it the tariffs that got you guys to join or what? Either way, glad to have you here. And I can't wait. Your membership will offer you more benefits in the future. Join because you stand on business. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. For real, man. Because I don't think a lot of people realize being around the right people is a good thing, man. And if you appreciate that in me, I appreciate that in you. And when you see courage in others, it's very contagious. And that's a good thing. So I like that. And I hope so. And I hope you're the same way, baby. Amen. Oh, what up, Timmy Brown? Woo! Oh, Mr. Booger. Canadian. Canada's trying to act tough. We're being stupid. We can't throw down. We could go 1 or 2 rounds. I agree. It makes sense. You fight back a little bit so you could get a better deal. But, dude, if they cut off the power to the U.S., that would be a terrible, terrible idea because there will be a consequence. So I agree. I respect Canada a lot. You guys know that. All jokes aside, I think Canada's a great place. I've never been there, but they have been a good ally, but usually they work with us favorably. We use Canada very well with energy, oil, and Russia, Republican or Democrat back in the day, but that's why it's just I don't know. I want to see them I would like to see us work together. And although it seems like we can't work together, we can. That's the kind of the problem, is that we just have to, everybody has to make a concession. It is a political game. Oh, excuse me. German watchdog starts initial investigation into Bayer's disclosure of vote over authorization. And then what happened to snow? Did that end up going up? No, I think I did good. And then SPY back below VWAP. Oh, the snow plays are still up. They're around the same price I paid. The new prime minister is down with it. Yeah, he seems, again, I think it's a good thing politically. You guys got to realize, like, you may hate Donald Trump, even as a Canadian, but, like, you better thank that man for giving you a reason to not, like, to unite, because that was the positive thing, is, like, people in Canada, it's like you have a big bad wolf to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think both Trudeau and the new guy, Carney, they're both, like, they're not lying down, essentially. Everybody wants to give the impression that they're, you know, standing up for their country. Paperwork raising tariffs on Canada has not been signed. CNBC citing senior admin official. So there you go. That's going to be your rumor. That could be a positive rumor. Bonds are down. I'm going to get rid of the I took one of those cheap puts. It's up 15%. I'm selling it. So 15% on that. I went with the double dip put when I was telling you guys about the window. So that's slightly bullish. I don't know if I'm going to play a call on it, but do you get it? So now they're saying whatever Trump posted on Truth Social, there's zero document towards it. So that means maybe there's a room for him to cave again. What time? Oh, it's 8:30? It's fucking mad early, bro. I don't know. I still don't like these. The calls that I had. Which ones did I have? Yeah, I sold those. Great. But yeah, the calls are still up. Yeah, TLT dying. I hope you guys see why I got out of them, though. Because, again, we had the downside. I bought the TLT yesterday because the puts were too late, right? So then this morning, we dumped. TLT comes back up. It worked. But now, once I repositioned and got good puts, I didn't need the TLT on the short term, so I got rid of that when it went green again. Are you guys following why I did that? I hope you see it. Just remember, TLT is very important, and on some of these days, if it lags behind, we could use it as a VIX, but then if you want to get a better version of that play, I would replace it. So again, if we break out here, this will be a good call play, but I don't think the prices are like appealable right now. It's literally the same price I sold on this rally. Trump woke up in a bad mood and tweeted some random threat. No, I disagree. I think it's literally within 24 hours of the Ontario guy raising the prices on America. So literally Canada retaliated yesterday. We just ignored it, and everybody that's the funny part. Canada retaliates, nobody says a word. Canada retaliates, nobody freaks out. And then Trump retaliates back to the retaliation, and that's what we have here today. Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe they just hustled me on that put. Hold on. Maybe we doubled it. I guess I sold out for a green. Interesting. Yeah, the puts are back up. Fuck. They hustled me. I got 15%, but just like here, the premiums, because I took one of the sweet spot puts. I have one I'm eyeing. But I'll wait. I hit every play. I need to calm down. Every time I do this, I'm just scared of the one. I'm going to stumble into a bad play. But I think we should just walk away with our wins until we get an easy news headline or something. So we'll see. But SPY is coming down a little bit. Okay, I need to go pee again. Oh, we need push-ups. Push-ups in planks, baby. Would I add Airbnb? I was thinking about it. I like the price. If you don't have any, I'm down with it. If you have a lot of cash, I'm down with it. Otherwise, if you're tight on cash, I would wait a little bit more on Airbnb. But yeah, bro. Dude, Airbnb is dope. I tell you guys, Airbnb is it. I booked the Airbnb the other day for the next place that I'm going. Oh, dude, I love Airbnb. Surprisingly, I haven't stayed on Airbnbs that much. You would be shocked. I rent out on Airbnb. But, dude, I love it. I love it. The houses I was finding for, like, work and everything else, great. And then, are you ready for this? I booked a really crazy Airbnb. And then I had to change my plans. And then I got my free cancellation. And then it was so cheap, dude. That's it. I was looking at a hotel in an area where I wanted to go, and then I looked up the Airbnb. Literally, it was a third of the price for the hotel. So I'm excited about Airbnb, but long term, I would probably get it like at a way better price. Unless you don't have any, I think now is a good price for now. No, the fees have gotten better. That's what I'm saying, bro. You just do the include prices with fees. It's still dramatically cheaper to everything else, and I just liked it though. I've been an Airbnb host. I've never really been an Airbnb like traveler, and using it lately, it's actually been I've been very impressed. I think it's a good time. Longer than I remember. Just got a long time. You'll end up with a bag eventually, baby. Amen. Just cop a long term. Tell him, bro. Tell him. Oh, look at that. Bradley Frizzle Boeing, baby. I'm Boeing. Back to Frizzle. Hotels in there. I like hotels. I mean, I'm rich. I don't know what to tell you guys. I love me some room service and all that, but some areas it's too expensive, or there's way better whatever I need. If I need internet, if I need like an office, a dedicated workspace, that's it. Amazon Waymo opening doors to first public riders in Mountain View. Check Google or check Uber as well. So SPY moving. Dorito, welcome, baby. None of them are really moving. Do you think if 20% cash start adding to the long term again? What do you mean? I don't know, but CJ, yesterday you said talk you out of selling your long term. So I don't know if you're serious about long term. So I don't want to waste time answering your questions if at one point you will expect me to put a gun to your head to make you money. That's not going to work. So you got to maybe make your decision for Christ now and figure out what you want to do. All right, man. SPY going up. Tiva, GEV. Again, Boeing just popped. Those are up. Yeah, man. Boeing. Yeah, Boeing had delivery numbers. They were down, but now they are moving up. This could be good. That was more of a joke. Well, you're lucky yesterday I didn't ask you about it because I would have banned you. So don't joke like that, okay? But, yeah, 20% cash is the rule no matter what. And it's very, very flexible in the sense that it's scalable. You could apply it to almost any financial situation. Apple, dude, I don't know. I thought Apple was going to be up. Because, dude, it dropped 5% today. I can't believe 7% in 2 days on Apple. another 20 or whatever on your boy. What was it, Tesla? Witkoff heading to Russia for the second time in weeks. Would I be buying this dip with 20% cash? Not on the S&P. I don't think this is a good S&P 500 dip, but I think individual names, it is a case-by-case basis, and that some names are very attractive now. Others, I still think they're very expensive. So that definitely is it's mutually exclusive, I guess. But the lender didn't tell you about lender credits. He said, we'll do that when we lock in a rate. Well, yeah, I mean, that's if you want to, like, pay down the loan. Unless it's a permanent pay down, I probably wouldn't pay down the loan or pay down the interest rate. Or unless they're giving you a credit to do it. Halliburton, not a big fan of energy. Few days, should I sell some of my long-term for a broken unit in rental? If you need it. So if you have no other way to finance that repair and it's detrimental, and even then you can't even make money off your rental, that's what your long-term is for. If there's another way to do it without, I would exhaust. When it comes to your long-term, if you have no money or you need money for something, you could use the long-term assuming that you have exhausted all other options. Does that make sense? I like Target and Dollar General for the long-term. You just got to make sure that you don't have a lot of those type of names. So we bought a lot of consumer staples or discretionaries. As long as you don't have a bunch of them, yeah, they're great names and their value, and they'll be around. But if you've been buying all consumer stocks and you want to buy those, before you know it, you just created a consumer ETF in your long term. So just don't have, have a good balance when it's all said and done. Liquidity of last resort, long term. Amen. Bro, you're just chilling now after all of that damn drama. They give you damn 40 minutes of kill premium. That's crazy. All right, but Chad, let's do some push-ups and planks. I need to take a piss too. So stand up, move around, chest to the sun, flex the core, tuck the hips in. I don't care. You got a weak back, weak abs, weak chest. Just use this moment, bro. Stand up, relax a little bit, take care of your body, and if you're willing to work on something, you can make progress. If you don't want to make progress and insist on telling the Chad that you don't want to make progress, that's on you, okay? I'll tell you, I had an email the other day, literally yesterday. I'm surprised I saw this email because I set up my AI. I have AI in my email to block weirdos. I finally found a good way. I've been doing that for months, but then I still get a lot of them. But here's this email came through. It's from one of the weird people who harass me. And then they're like, your long-term is deflating. And I giggled to myself. Why? Because my long-term is up year-to-date while the whole entire market is down. So that's one thing. But in the process of emailing me that, I don't think homeboy realized that it implies that he doesn't have a long-term. Do you get it? So, yeah, man, if you're going to, so even with push-ups, just be careful because all you're telling me is that you're either hardworking and care about progress or you're telling me you're lazy and don't care about progress. That's how I view it. So go do a push-up. Anything to the contrary, you hate progress. Yeah, and I don't know. You might hate yourself. I don't know. But move around and let's get it
Get
popping.
everyone together and
Spy
go
coming
to
down
growth
a little.
is by being very certain in our pathway and just calming the fears that we're going to eliminate people from all jobs. Say we are committed to a people-powered future and we're committed to building your success. Yes, it's a change. It's happening fast. We can't be living in that movie, Don't Look Up, We have to know that this is going to happen, embrace it, and have the courage and the support of each other to together go into this future and be responsible, accountable, and transparent because trust is really the currency of the AI economy.
Sarah, it's great to catch up with you here.
Great to be
Have a
here.
wonderful time at HumanX. Sarah Franklin, Lattice CEO. Let's get back to some of the anxiety in the public markets now. Vonnie, standing by.
Caroline, we're off our lows, but that dip buying that we saw at the beginning of the session today for what was looking to be a better session after that awful sell-off yesterday had a bit of a pit stop. This after President Trump tweeted on Truth Social that he was going to double tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from Canada from midnight tonight, and that's double the 25% that were already due to come into effect. This, of course, in response to Ontario's move to place a levy on electricity sent to certain states in the United States. Now, we know that Canada tends to match US tariffs, so anxiety spread across the market. We saw the VIX index above 29, slightly calmer now, but it is still above 28. It reached just 28 yesterday, and so you can see this two-day move in the VIX has seen some very definite spikes, and the market isn't quite sure who to believe or what comment to wait for next. We're obviously waiting for a response from Canada, but we have the current Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who will be handing off to his successor Mark Carney, who's due to be sworn in as leader of the Liberal Party and therefore Prime Minister in the next few days, waiting on a response from those. But in the meantime, we're seeing the Canadian dollar weaken, although again it's off its lows. It's trading below 145 now, and we're also seeing shares of steel and aluminum companies higher along with some of the market today. Century Aluminum, for example, as you can see, up more than 9%, and you've also got Alcoa, Nucor and US Steel rallying off the back of this idea that the US will literally import any Canadian steel at a cost of more than 50% higher than it would literally today. We have car makers down as well. The other story of volatility that I want to point out today too, Caroline, is the crypto story. We had crypto trading at $76,000 a coin briefly earlier. We're now back well above $81,000 a coin, and that is helping crypto-related stocks.
Bonnie, we thank you. And just as we come back to HumanX here in Las Vegas, the music is pumping because we've got a mixture of euphoria around artificial intelligence. We've also got a healthy dose of anxiety around these public markets. Andrew Feldman joins us now, Cerebras CEO, who is in the market of updating ultimately access to compute with a whole new way of thinking about bringing the data center to life. Andrew, I asked you in this time where we're worried about an electricity state of emergency. You need power for your data centers. I know you've got efficient data centers, a whole new way of powering that means less power is necessary than the usual architecture and GPUs. But does that worry you, an electricity state of emergency?
Look, I think as a nation, we've underinvested in our
Didn't I tell you guys, Brockcom? I was in the bathroom, but I saw it.
And AI uses a fair bit of power.
Not as much, but yeah, Spy got a nice pop.
Companies like Cerebras, who have the most efficient compute in the market, we use a fair bit of power. And so it's not unreasonable that the administration recognizes that power is fundamental, AI is fundamental, and that they have taken some steps to, I think, to eliminate some of the red tape. It takes a long time to bring up new power plants and to deliver those to
on the high.
Has it been holding your growth back? I know you've just been deploying in places like Oklahoma City and Montreal, but has the power infrastructure been an issue?
Absolutely. Where these facilities are and how limited and how scarce they are is limiting everybody in the industry right now. These are hard to find, they're expensive, they're driving up the cost of AI. About half of the cost of AI is attributed straight to power. And so I think if we can do a better job at the infrastructure level, then as we provide more compute, right, across the country, we will benefit from AI as its price drops.
Well, let's just remind people of your CS3 system. Ultimately, this is a way of bringing.
And then I sold out of Boeing. I bought a Boeing when Bradley Frizzle dropped the Peach. It went up 40%. Yeah, the music was throwing me off, dude. I was like, what the hell's going on? I don't know. I didn't like that. It was too much to deal with. But Spy, that's it, man. You're back up to the data, back up to the tariff zone. If you held that call, you would have killed it. But that's other than that, though, every play is hit. There's only one play I made in the morning that's not green, but we made a lot of other ones, and that ended up working. But yeah, we are going up here now. Bonds lower. You just had Euro close about, 13 minutes ago? Actually, no. Euro closes in another hour. I'm an idiot. Oh, this whole time. I was like, maybe that's what it was. But yeah, no. Mm-hmm. That's not Euro close. Canadians who are in the U.S. for 30 days or longer will soon have to register their info with the U.S. government, according to a notice obtained by ABC. Yeah, that's coming out right now. So that's part of the escalation. Everything is vicious today, man. I'm telling you. I mean, God is good, bro, because I'm surprised I hit everything. But this was very difficult. I'm telling you, how that played out today, like, it's good that we got a real-time development. But, nah, man. The premiums, like, 30 per, you could go up. If you buy in the peak volatility, you'll go in the right direction and be down 30%. And then it'll start doing its thing. So, it's tough, man. This isn't easy. That's why I really hope you're listening. I hope you guys hear the call-outs on the premium. I'm not just saying it to talk. It's like, it's actually blowing my mind what some of these premiums are doing. You could learn a lot, and you could kind of figure out what's going on, but just make no mistake, you got to respect your opponent on these moves, you know? So that's why, too, be content. Be okay with skipping a move. Be okay with missing. We have, again, every single day has provided lots of opportunities, so don't force it. And if you could manage that, I think it'll prepare you to handle the difficulty. But yeah, TLT to SPY to everything on short term, and if it's moving within a wide range, it's very, very difficult. So welcome, baby, welcome. Got GD, let's go, baby. Yeah, I have a bunch of videos on options premium. If you go to the trading fraternity, even the description of this video, there's a great tutorial on how to find 1,000%ers. So that one's a really good one. But I have hundreds, if not thousands, of tutorials over the last half a decade that I think will help you a lot. Trying to time the market, that's good. I think maybe paper trade it until it hits. That's the thing. So, you know, and I don't think it's a bad thing. Prepare. And if it's not hitting in the meantime, you know, like you go do that, you paper trade, you'll figure it out. Let your strategy, and then you long term and let that grow. And then the real estate. And then I'm sure you will watch all of them converge in due time, baby. You could get dang close. My answer to everything is budget. That's what I think the answer is. I think it's so stupid with everything going on. None of it makes sense. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But it's size. That's the only way you could go through it all. And that's the only time where, like, you're not going to get sad if you get blown out. And then it does suck if there's a big move and you're small. But at the end of the day, I do think budget, staying alive, patience, being okay with missing, that goes a long way. 25 push-ups in the books. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get a workout. How are you guys liking daylight savings? Is it good? Are you guys tired or what? Pimples. I had an MVO after seeing it lower than where you bought it and some extensive DD. I love to hear it, man. I'm glad. So now you got it like what? 2% lower than where I did. I hope that gives you an edge rather than puts you behind. So amen. And I love NVO. NVO, if it ever went even lower, that's one that I think could be a diamond. We knew about it back in the day early, and then it went crazy with Ozempic, but you know, it's a very, very good industry. Absolutely hate it. Well, can I tell you guys something then? Can I tell you guys something about daylight savings? It's kind of scary. My mom told me this. But apparently, like, daylight savings, this is where people get, like, heart attacks and shit. So if you have older people in your life, try to keep them on a normal schedule. Because, the change, like, the timing change, it fucks with people. If you're, like, serious, dude, this morning, I was really tired. I was extremely tired, and I didn't understand why until I did. And then it took me, like, 30 minutes to wake up. But, yeah, like, you have to, it's just, like, the time change and stuff. Apparently, it just like messes with people, and like you get like random health issues around daylight savings. Believe it or not. Mm-hmm. I know. I want the daylight savings change. You couldn't think what day it was for 15 seconds? Girl, I do that every day. Just like even right now sometimes I'll be like, what day is it? I get confused, but I was just dead. I was exhausted. I don't know why. I'm not even like, my abs aren't sore or anything. But nope. Well, the medical industry profits off daylight savings, I think, generally. You call your grandma, good. It does, bro. The time changes, does all that. I didn't do anything in Miami. I just worked. I got dinner, I got some cool food, and then I just dipped out ASAP. I might go back in a week or two, but then I don't think. I want to go somewhere else. Unless this guy has to do another deal, but I just told him to chill. Oh, yeah, I went to the beach, of course. That's where I got food. I just waited out the traffic on the fucking sand. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I have a lot of other pictures I didn't post. I need to. They bear trapped everyone. I mean, yeah, you're right at open, and then they fucked up the premiums. But yeah, I'm glad we got that headline quick, though. We hit the first one in the morning, and then that worked out great. We wanted to check. Oh, I've never been to this Scarface places. That's funny. I like Ocean Avenue. That's just like the visual of it is pretty cool. Incorporate. Right, Rhino, we'll talk. We need to talk. What are you doing right now for an employment? Because I know you have these ideas in the van stuff. I know you like it. I'm not a fan of it, but this year, man, I want all of you. I can't control you guys. I'm not trying to be a witch and control you at all, actually. But I am encouraging all of you to try to make as much money as possible. And you don't have to have any special skills or talents, but put your guys in a position to start getting money every minute of the day. That's why jobs are great. Any sort of thing with that. So then that way you just stack up and save. And I promise you, enough consistency in those areas, you're going to be good. And that's like, seriously, like the other day, I was giving some people shit because there's a comment that you have to understand. I respect it. And I got love, and I feel y'all. I really do. But I think the season is over now. And the comment I'm talking about is where they're like, Josh, wow, I love this stream. I love being here. It's so valuable, but I can't afford a membership. Just don't even say that at all, okay? You're better off not saying anything at all. Why? Because I'm going to tell you, if you cannot watch me and find a way to make a quarter a day off of what I am doing, then my friend, it's not going to work. I think this is a waste of time. And that's what I was saying. Like, it's something there this year. If you're telling me I need this to get here, it's not going to be, oh, I can't do it. It's going to be, I am going to work hard and I'm going to get this. That means anything you think is worthy or valuable, I want you to go outside and find a way to get the income to pay for it. Whether it's this damn stream or if it's getting a house or anything else, there is no such thing as, oh, I can't. No, and so I'm not. Listen, all I'm saying, you got to really figure that out and find a way to monetize your time. That's what I want you guys all to do, and that way you don't ever make the mistake. Some of you got to realize if you could just start getting consistent income, that will be the solution to a lot of your problems. Other people have a problem with how do I have income? What do I do with it? But right now, if you're like, how do I get this? How do I get that? Or you're struggling, very simple. Income. The golden stream to the purse. That is what Richest Man of Babylon says. That's what you got to do. So that's what I want to see more of. And that's what I am going to try to. That's why I'm saying, bro, you want a membership? Go knock on a door. You want this? Go get any side hustle. Uber, DoorDash. Go invent something, for crying out loud. Start working with homeowners, landscaping, anything. Go do online shit. Go make AI stuff. Find a way to get paid while you are listening, or at the very least, I don't care if you listen or not, you got to start making money and monetize your time at minimum. Okay? So that, I don't know if y'all feel me, but I think that's an amen. Because that's why I want to help you. I think I'll be a better help of not only being motivating, but for real, like, we should be talking about how you could make that quarter a day then, rather than I don't have it. Because I believe everybody could go and get it now. And I think we live in a lot of opportunity, and I've already seen a lot of you do it, and I want to get more. So at that stage, we just got to figure out how can we get what we want now. We know savings, and you got to save, and some people need to work on that. The other part of it is making sure we could get everything we want. And we know you got to work for it, save, add it, and brick by brick, baby. Amen. Amen. Yeah, and then the best part, too, you get that work, bro, that job, that W-2. That's going to make them loans easier. That house will become easier to get your hands on. But, yeah, that's why I really hope, that way, too, you guys don't have to waste time, and you could have ideas, and I could do this, I could do that. But if you could just get into anything that will start paying you, and it may suck for a little bit, just like the long term, it did nothing for 2 or 3 years. Now it pays for the whole year. But yeah, get a job, get income. It's do whatever you want. I don't call it a job, call it whatever, but you need to start getting income as soon as possible in a good, reliable way, because $100 a day, that's going to add up. $50 a day. It doesn't matter. As long as you keep doing it every day, you'll be in a way better position than, planning here, doing here, waiting here. And that's why, too, and if you set the bar low, you're going to get low. If you set the bar high, you're going to get high. You know what I'm saying? If you play timid and you're like, and I'm not talking stock market, I'm saying life. You're like, okay, I'm not going to spend money, put me in the cheapest place, and then I'm going to aim for not consistent income. You're not going to get a lot. But if you go and you say, hey, I'm going to put myself in this, I'm going to expect more, I'm going to aim high, I am expecting and setting a standard, my minimum is I should be getting this, bro, you're going to reach it, I promise. So yeah, I hope y'all feel me, bro. Fitch on Boeing does not view risk off on retaliatory tariffs. Hillbilly, thank you, my friend. Phil Rawball from Twitch to here, baby. What's up, my man? I am doing the capitalist philo today. It's crazy, bro. It's a crazy one. Crazy philo. You're going to hear stuff on today's philo that you probably would have never thought you would hear me say. Oh, you'll be sure. Yeah, go to a garage. Bro, amen, Zach, for real. I don't want to hear it. Because I remember Zach Sedano going to fucking garage sales, finding items to buy them and sell them on the internet. So don't tell me, you get what I'm saying? Income. Amen, bro. You're an inspiration, dog. Because that's why I'm saying you go out there and get it. Whatever it may be, find a way to monetize your time right now. Wherever it is. And if you aim high, you'll get high. Well, not like high like Euphoria, but you get me. But yeah, just don't aim low and don't put yourself in a position that won't start generating income right away. Well, I don't know, Ryan. I just want to see you get a good stable employment ASAP, and find a way to bring in the income. And if I were you, I would try to get as far away from that fucking live in a van idea as possible. I know you want to do it, and I know I think you got a little more preparation, but you know, like I said, I don't want you to get stuck there. But as soon as possible, income on whatever, because if you do that with enough savings, you could live in the gloomiest situation. Couple of months of back-to-back paychecks with the right savings, we out of the hole, baby. We out of the hole. We could go anywhere we want. All right, bro, you just flushed kind of out of nowhere. And then time is burning, so keep that in mind for any of the plays. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, they're all cheap. Oh, I should have bought it earlier. Fuck. We should have bought the puts here. Wait till the next bounce. The out-of-the-money puts will be cheap. That was it. The same ones. Again, the sweet spot. And then 2,000 likes for the Wire. No, we're not doing that anymore. So after today, the Wire is now dead. It broke. I don't know how to fix it. So, yeah, there's no more likes for anything. And then any pretty pictures, I'm just going to make a video for them, and you'll have to watch them afterwards. Spy, yeah, MBO flushed after Goose was like, I bought it. What the hell? Why'd they do that to us? You're in 200 TLT. That, honestly, if we keep flushing, that might not be that bad. So that's what I was saying. That's what I did earlier, buying it as a hedge, and then depending on how it plays out, because that's lagging. That TLT should be green, but then again, we are only down a quarter on the NASDAQ. Microsoft coming down. Now NVIDIA. Damn, those calls hit. Or the puts did. I'm waiting. We should have double dipped those. Triple dipped at this point. Why do you let one person dictate? It's not. It's culture. That's it. If you guys haven't really realized what I've been doing, I've been making it clear what the culture is in here. And that's why those of you with entitlement and this fucking weird flippancy is just not tolerated. So that's why I act like that, to set the culture straight. The culture's simple. Why are you... Everything here has been given for free. To complain when all you have gotten is free shit is the most wild work I've ever seen in my life. Let alone to then use it and try to not use it for the best benefit. So I hope it makes a statement for the culture and what is expected out of everybody and what we stand for and what we believe in. That's it. You want to go complain and cry and not work and be a part of it? Go somewhere else. Here, you're going to get a very, very specific reaction every single time. So, yeah, you help me uphold the culture, I won't have to do it. Otherwise, I'll have a lot of fun doing it. But that's why. And then, again, we'll still have our plays. We'll still make it. Again, if you're paying attention, I'm going to try to feed you. If not, I mean, that's it. Get it where you fit in. And familiarity breeds contempt. Amen. I agree. You got to pull back a little bit. Microsoft open to deploying nat gas with carbon capture to produce artificial AI data centers. The tech has emerged, or technology. Oh, I just missed the headline. Vice President of Energy told. Oh, Roach Vance, baby. XOM. And then watch on this bounce. Go to the puts. You'll be able to see it. You'll see if the premiums come down. Starbucks didn't let you use the bathroom? Really? All right. The puts are still expensive, though. Don't fall for it. They're still up. I'm waiting. We need them to get slashed. If you bounce up to VWAP, every put a little bit out the money will be cheaper. And then within like an hour or two, you should start moving to tomorrow's. I didn't see it, but I remember seeing something in my email about Boston. I didn't like read it, but it's in there. Good CPI with market down 8. You think we could get a nice relief bounce? Oh, yeah. I mean, you would need good CPI and a little bit of uncertainty elsewhere kind of chilling. But, yeah. And, again, even off of the 200-day moving average, if we get above the 200-day moving average and the bounce, everybody will get excited again. And then you'll play that little game, too. But generally, yes. I mean, even today, it looked like we needed some relief, but you are definitely due for a relief rally. I don't know when. I don't know how. I mean, data would make a lot of sense, but even then, the first sign we could lower uncertainty and get out of this little drama, I'm sure the market will take it well. Even then, some people were talking about that they're worried. Like, you should kind of be worried about the next big rip rather than the next level down. I mean, we know where the downside can lead to, but if anything, some people might be caught off guard if it bounces too hot. Well, that's the thing, though. Everybody is cracky, like, right now. Do you guys not realize it? What happened on the non-farms? I will tell you what literally happened on the non-farms. And that should let you know why this is going to be challenging when it comes to the data. There is something very, very challenging. The market is not rational right now. People are not normal, and they're honestly batshit insane. Because what happened with the non-farms? Do you guys realize what happened in the last week, Friday? Something big happened, if you really think about it. The jobs report came out. The jobs report was strong, and it did good. The jobs report didn't highlight any of the fear that you saw prior. The jobs report was actually good. Do you guys understand that? The jobs report showed zero sign of weakness. Even the ISM and all the other data, it did not reflect this level of fear. But instantly, right when it came out, even though it was good, everybody was like, yeah, but the next jobs report is going to be bad. So you got good data on the big data, the jobs, and then instantly they said, well, the next one's going to be bad. So do you see the problem? What if that happens with the CPI? You could get a high or a low print, but then you run the risk. Yeah, the goalpost, exactly. And then what if they're like, oh, well, the next one will be better or worse? That's a whole different level of expectation to respond to. All right, you're flushing again, bro. Bonds coming back up. Teal, again, the puts are cheaper, but it's actually a lot cheaper than earlier, but like the ones I sold are actually lower, but yeah, this one's kind of tough now because they already doubled up from the low, but then they're off of their high, and then you don't have much time, and then, yeah, Euro closes in 20 minutes. I had dailies, yes. I got out of them, though. Again, I hit every play. I had one play I didn't do good on today. And that's going to be a value play for the rest of the week. I'm not talking about the jolts. I'm talking about the non-farms. The non-farms on Friday was literally perfect. Had no problems at all. And then everybody started just saying, well, the next one's going to be bad. And they ignored it and then started forward looking to feed whatever current fear existed. And that's why I'm like, that's the problem, is that you could do that with the CPI. You could do that with anything else. People are just fearful right now. You get what I'm saying? They're so fearful. They'll look past the data and look ahead to the next set if it doesn't line up or give them kind of what they want, or if it meets the fear narrative more than reality. Yeah, it's like 54.50. Wherever that last line is, that's going to be a major bounce or resistance. But we are already below the 200-day. And then WASDE reports coming out right now. You think it's because the data works with the lag? I agree, but then again, people freaked out ahead of the data because of Elon. Everyone's a crackhead. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. Even the whole inflation recession. Unfortunately, nobody knows what's going on. That's the problem, is that a lot of people are jumping from theory to theory. But if you take a step back, you'll just realize that nobody knows what's happening right now. I hope you all get that. Why? Because why are you worried about tariffs causing inflation and then a week later worried about the economy slowing down? Let me ask you another one. Are you ready? If we're about to get a recession and then you're so worried and these companies are now worried, why did they all front run tariffs and buy a bunch of shit? Or? So yeah, nothing makes sense if you're really paying attention. It's just everybody is flip-flopping fear and they don't even know what. That's the thing I'm seeing. I'm not trying to get caught up in the theories. I'm just looking at the fact that everybody is bouncing around. Bro, you just flushed. We should have double dipped it. That was it, bro. We whiffed it. Again, we hit every other play, but that was our opportunity. I told you, even the late stage ones, those just doubled up again. I didn't like it, though. But, yeah, that's it. You're already back to the lows now. This is ugly because if you flush again, that's it. Yeah, the 555, bro. That one was beautiful. But then there's another one that I had, the 549s and the 55. That was the one I was giving you. Those are up another 50 to 100. I didn't have it, though. I sold it out for 15%, but it was there. It was like I told you on that little reload, you had it. You had to buy the put when it wasn't up. I was telling you guys that. And sure enough, that's where you got paid. Now you should be thinking of calls or you keep riding and seeing. I think everybody's it's Powell versus Trump versus the market. That's it. The market's trying to get what it wants. Easy conditions, easy money. And they're either going to try to bully Powell or Trump. And then again, I blame Bloomberg and I blame the media and Reuters. The problem was everybody front ran ahead of the election. So look, the bonds moved way too much ahead of it, and I think they're trying to bring it down. Again, the front running and everybody, the currencies. So I think it's just a game to bring down bonds, let the market come down. Bonds will go, and then who's going to blink first, Trump or Powell? And then the market throws the tantrum to get one of them to react. Ta-da! We've seen it before. In the last decade, last 5 years, we've had something like this, but I think this time it's a little bit more unique. I agree. No real fear bid on the bonds, and that's the part I don't like, or it's going to just come back today. It could be because of the bond auction as well. Don't forget about that. How many carbs? I don't know how many carbs I eat. I only look at protein and calories. That's it. As long as I don't eat a lot of calories and eat a lot of protein, I'm good. The next level, 15% would be like real correction. But right now, we got to get back down to the line on the SPX. It's going to be 55.50 and then like 55.09, I believe. And then 54.53. That's the danger zone. I drew this line years ago. I don't think people realize that this level is very crucial, man. And then it even leads into the flash crash zone, too, of August. But that's what I was saying. Momentum solely is very crucial right here. Damn it. I want one, bro. We missed it. Fuck. It's too expensive. You'll get burned if you're wrong. And then if it hits, you'll make another 10, 20. Oh, VIX. Bonds are the only... See, this is what I did last time. Once you miss the call, you either have to go for the call or you got to wait and then you just buy TLT. If we're going to... But then there's no fear reaction today. There's also no staples moving up. So pay attention if that flips by the end of the day. So watch if you start to notice staples getting a bid. That'll be a snitch. But nah, they're dying. Everything's risk off still, man. All right, make a move. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's time. Bible translation, New Living Translation, or King James. I like to read all of them. It just all depends. Like, I'll read a verse, and then to see different meanings, I'll change the versions. Or if I don't understand it as much. Today was aggressive. Again, today you had a real-time update on tariffs. That wasn't expected. So that added a whole nother element of volatility today. Not to mention you moved down 5% yesterday. So there was a lot you were riding off of. Yeah, today was no value. But it's good, though. We got to save money by not chasing those in the morning. So just pay attention to that if you're looking for that. But not going to help out your long term. Apple's on the low, too, man. That's not good. Tesla. It's amazing what 3 weeks could do. Are you ready? Get ready for like 3 more months. And then 4 more years. Woo! So, yeah, exciting. Yeah, low ticker gas in, unfortunately. I mean, you could go play a put. Some of the puts are cheaper than the peak of today, but I think we missed it. Again, I was telling you, buy the puts when we're up. So I only bought one. I flipped it out early, and then that was it. I've not tried the pink Red Bull, no. Doug. What's Doug? Douglas Elliman, the real estate company? They're up 3.5. Douglas Elliman. They had earnings. Okay, SPY's still lower. Watch out for that. Apple flushing. Oh, man. All right, you got big tech. See if Amazon comes down as well, too. Yeah, we have a ton of time. It's still very early. It's literally 9:30. Kuwait sees oil production peaking at 4 million barrels a day in 2035. You turn 24 next month. Well, happy early birthday. You want to start a business? You have 90 saved and no debt. Should I do it? Yeah, but don't go all in. So before even like quitting your job, go get the car license. Go buy like 1 or 2 cheap cars and start flipping them and see how it works out. That's what I like to do. Whether it's trading or any business you want to get into and you're already working another job, start getting traction on the other one and then quit. And then don't go all in. Go little by little. see that you could make money and do it in an appropriate manner, and then you'll move on to it. And if it works and you're seeing it, then you go, and then that's it. You do your thing, baby. Well, that's why I said go get the license. I think it's after 5 cars you sell, you have to be licensed. So, yeah, just go get licensed, go run it. You go get you a little office, or you could do it all from home. Don't spend any money until you start making money. Go buy a car or two and then see where it turns, what it turns into. And then you'll see the work level, how much time it takes, how much money you make, and then make the determination if that's something that you could live off of, and then, switch careers. Alumina flipped. Yeah, they've been going bad, but I remember they were up 6 in the morning. Dude, crazy. Remember, Meta was green every other day that tech was selling off earlier in the year. And then all of a sudden that last week, Meta went red in year to date after that first little sell-off. And then Spy just chilling here. You sell cars for Honda. I wouldn't want to start my own dealership, but I have a couple ideas. Oh, well, it all depends what you want to do. So I don't know what you're going to try to do then, but at the end of the day, anything changing careers, or if you're like, I want to quit and do this, just make sure you get the ball rolling on the other one and then leave. But don't leave something in motion for something that hasn't moved. That's, I think, the best thing I could tell you. VR, I have seen VR. I don't know if it's the future, but has there been any developments with VR? Has it gotten better? The virtual land. I know, man. Remember? That was a cool time. And then a couple months later, we had this September sell-off that we have now, but I'll never forget, bro. I will never forget the people asking me, like, in all seriousness, they were like, yo, should I not buy a real house so I could buy land in the metaverse? But yeah, that faded. I've not heard that in years. Crowd holding. Where's the other one? Snow? That one kind of held. Kuwait about to fill crude storage capacity in South Korea. IDF says they eliminated Hezbollah unit in southern Lebanon. All right, SPY going up a little bit. Definitely not as aggressive as some of those earlier ones. Bond still down. You have a 10-year bond auction today, too. We have today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Or wait, what's this? Today, Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday? See, I don't know what day it is. But yeah, we have auctions all week. Today's Tuesday because tomorrow's CPI. Altcoins kind of running now. Well, we'll see, man. We will see. The bounce, once we get out of this little volatility or the first volatile bounce, I think you'll see a lot of things run. But even then, just lock in and remember things can change quickly. The projected move, I have no idea. We'll calculate it at the end of the day. It's probably going to be 1%. Last CPI was a little bit bigger. So we will find out. Man, what a day, bro. I do remember the big CPI moves. That was fun. But then again, we might get back to that because that was 2022. But it was a different time. So maybe these are the early days. But lately, the CPI has been climbing back up. So that's the good part. Because, like, if you notice, it was like 0.5% on CPI. And then we slowly started getting into 1% days. That's where we're at now, like 1 to 1.5. So maybe. Bond auctions do happen frequently. I believe every 2 weeks. They have to fund the government. That's how they get their money. So, yeah. That's why I said it's kind of funny that, you know, I think it's actually humorous that people in the media, the television, and finance will go insane. Even today, do you know how much steel imports there are? $60 billion. That's nothing. We literally sell 5 to 10 times that amount every 2 weeks, just selling bonds in thin air to fund whatever bullshit we do. So, yeah, like dollar size and amount, it's very wild. But if you really understood what the bond market was doing and what the government was doing, you would probably revolt. But at the end of the day, it is a very frequent occurrence. Market usually didn't care until bond yields started climbing after inflation too. That's the funnier part about it. Who buys them? Banks, foreigners, foreign entities, governments, individual investors, companies, banks. Appreciate the work, baby. Well, hey, man, I hope y'all get the long terms. And I hope all of this stuff, man, I'm very excited because I feel like we got to learn all together. And I hope you are prepared to use the opportunities in front of you and make the most of it, baby. But definitely at bare minimum, I said this yesterday, you guys, just don't forget, this is a hard market to trade. Don't make any mistake. I'm doing good, but it's not easy. And I'll just tell you right now, there is always an option where you could just sit to the side, do barely anything, and almost guaranteed make money. It's called the long term. So don't forget about that, baby. And that is how you're going to make the most of all of this. It's tricky to rock around to by that time it's tricky. Tricky. Coles extends losses down 24%. VIX has been melting up. So I have a VIX thing to show you. I'll make a video on it. But pretty much, this isn't a good spot for the VIX. Any higher will actually be better, as weird as that sounds, and then anything lower. Biggest buyer is probably banks. Banks and foreigners, usually. Foreign governments, countries, all that, and then literally banks. Good philo. Nice. You got the kids to listen, the teens? Oh, wow. Amen. Uh-oh. 1 year United States credit default swaps rise 45 basis points today. Highest since November 5th. S&P Global data. So why? Someone tell me why. There's only one reason why. Credit default swaps on the United States of America are the highest since November 5th now, the election. When there was a chance Kamala Harris could have won, credit default swaps surged. Why? There you go. Debt ceiling. Make no mistake. No, it's a different fear. It's because of debt ceiling. That's on March 15th. And anytime that happens, again, the fiscal scenario, default, it's literally related to that. But that's why. So make no mistake. That's why I said on the watch list yesterday, I feel like we kind of overlooked it, but that is March 15th. We do have an X date. And then SPY dancing around. I think that killed premiums a little, but I'm kind of good. I might get mad that I don't have one, but I already hit every play. I don't think I need to force it until these like 550s or the 560s get super cheap. Retail lost all their money. It just all depends, you guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's trying to like group people, but no, like, and even then people are like, oh, it's so bad. Like, you guys don't think it's weird that ahead of the election, like, we were at 570? You're barely below that now. That's why I'm like, I think some people bought, if you bought really high, it's just like 2022. Is it not? It's literally just like 2022. EU leaders want step change in 2025 to turbocharge economy. But do you get what I'm saying? It's just like 2022. Just like 2022. Everybody was just buying Nvidia and these like growth names that made no money. Everybody was just buying them at whatever price. Yes or no? Retail was just positioned on Zoom. They were buying Zoom and Tesla and all of that. And then what ended up happening, they all died. And it was just like we had that reset as the rates came back, and then that was it. But it's not like everybody, like some people in retail have been buying value. Some haven't. But if you were buying high-priced, multi-year high growth stocks, you're getting washed right now. And that's what's going to keep happening probably. But the part of the market that bought the value, I don't think everybody is scared. That's why I'm like, there's just a very big difference. It feels like the election. It feels like Republicans and Democrats, and I don't think that really says what you bought, because some Republicans bought tech, some Democrats bought value, but it just feels like the same, ideological difference where you have some people, this is the worst market ever for them right now, but then there's others, I can't say universally that everybody's panicked, because some people, this is exactly what their portfolio needed in a good way. So it really depends on when you bought NVIDIA. When did you buy the chip stocks? Were you buying them later? Were you buying unprofitable growth names at high valuations? That's the answer. That's the question and the answer. That's why we're getting some of these moves, and that's what happened in 2022. So we'll see how it plays out this time around, but I think that's kind of always going to be the risk here. Well, you should be scared if you didn't have the long term, but again, if you had a long term and you ignored what I told you and you just kept buying the names that were up on the year, right? Remember how I was telling you don't buy a name if it's up a lot on the year? Do you see why? No, but for real though, do you get it now? Give me any name you could think of and go look now. But this is what I was telling you, because now I hope you get the problem. Because if you bought it while it's up on the year, it could drop 10% and you're still barely down, or people are still up. So look, even 2024, if you bought NVIDIA at this price, or you bought it higher, you could still be down 20 to 30% while the stock is still up 200% on the year in 2 years. You get what I'm saying? That was the problem when things move like that for no reason on thin air. So there's a lot of names that they were up so much from before with not much changing, just expectations. And now it's just like, if you buy it when it's too high up on the year, even if it came down, that was it. I know, I was reading you guys all the names that were down. That's why, like, I've seen good comments, I've seen thank yous, and I've seen irrationally weird haters, because, like, I know what I did. I know, and I have it all on record. I was very clear about all of this. Just unfortunately, people's emotions at the time led them to ignore everything I was saying. When I was telling you guys this, it didn't make sense because the market just kept going up. Yes or no? That's it. You just thought I was a jackass because it was sunny outside. And I was telling you maybe the weather will change one day. And I don't know when. But that's it, because it didn't make sense. You're like, well, why would I buy it It's already up. I'm going to miss out on 10%. Well, now you're down 40. And that's kind of that's what I was worried about. I was worried about losing money. I was worried about protecting rather than making money. And that's something I've been telling you for years. And that's why just like that is, unfortunately, I think you guys are watching all of what it was play out. All these names that were up a lot on the year, they're down now, but they're still up. That's why you didn't want to have those. Value rotating. Again, don't top tick the growth names. All of these, this is what's happening now. And this is what happened in 2022. So it's not too surprising. Euro close is already in play. Yeah, 4 minutes ago. And then we're near the low, so we'll see. But yeah, that's why I'm saying it's like it's not that you had a long term of why you were that does it's what you put in your long term. It is those choices. And that's why it's like some people made a long term and they like copied what I said, but then they ignored all the rules. They're like, yeah, I'm going to buy stocks and hold them. They didn't hold for a minimum of 10 years. Now they want to sell. Then they started buying the names that were up instead of value. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not, these aren't the rules. You just because you're holding stocks doesn't mean you had a long term. Again, they're rotating in and out. They're selling this. They had Meta, but they sold it. Like, this isn't my long term. These aren't the rules that I was telling you. You guys are just holding stocks, but you're moving with wherever the wind goes. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, you have to follow the rules. Stick with it. They'll protect you. I don't think you change your color every day. Exactly. We got to have one. So it doesn't matter if you have a long term. It matters what you put in it. It matters if you have that value. It matters if you had a balance. It matters if you were having some price discipline and not buying, houses that doubled in price. That's what I was telling you every time. I'm like, why would you buy a house that a month ago is going for half the price when nothing has changed? Is that Wells Fargo? I see uranium on the high as well. Yeah, some of these banks are coming up. All the houses in her areas doubled in 5 years. I know. My point is, I'm saying if you listened to me early and actually listened, you would have got the house before it doubled. And I never tell you guys to buy somebody's flip in stocks or real estate. I don't like buying stuff that instantly doubles. Ta-da! Thank you. I'll be here all day. Actually, we're going to leave in 30 minutes for Philo. Yeah. Generally. It's the same thing with real estate. Real estate's a great investment, but if you buy it at the highest price possible, that's not good. That's just like buying in the long term, but not getting the ones with good value. I think houses, I said this all year, I think it'll be stable, and then it depends on what happens with real estate or jobs. Why to make Philo members only? You got to go back to the other videos. Otherwise, I don't think that's old now, man. That's old. But get you a membership. It's good for you. You already have one, so you'll be good. Does the Wired come back with Philo? Yeah. But then it'll turn off after Philo. But if I could fix it. But that's it. The Wire's dead now. That's it. End of an era. You could bless the chat. Apple did the same thing on Friday. I think Apple's crazy, bro. 8% in 2 days. I can't remember the last time I saw that. Amazon was our only saving grace this morning. And then watch out, man. I don't know the premiums. I was looking at financials right now, but I'm going to chill. I think we might have to wait. Again, we're still going to have the tech CEO thing, and we're going to get executive orders today. So regardless, I mean, that Trump tariff increase, that's what we're still reacting to. But other than that, it feels like we're not doing much. I want to make plays. I'm like, dude, we're not moving now. I need a little bit more. Netflix still up 3.5. That's actually kind of wild. I don't keep these premiums on deck. On car lease hacks. I made, what was it, like a year or two ago? But I haven't looked. I usually look when you guys ask me to. When you guys are like, Josh, I need a car. Is there any deals? I'll look, but I put out the videos on how to do it. If you just go to Lease Hacker. Last time we looked, there were some good deals. Yeah, Amazon's not as bad, but Amazon was up 2% at one point. I think it's weird. Netflix is up 3.5%. Again, that went from like 1,000 to lower, but yeah, that one's still wild. Please help. Send an email, but if you did have those problems and it takes you off, unfortunately, it takes time to reset it. So, unfortunately, just send an email, but the timing of that just, you've got to make sure that doesn't happen. Oh, the Lambo index is terrible. Bro, there's a lot. Every car supply. It's weird. There's a couple cars still holding up, but generally, there's a lot more supply. All right, you're lower, but the puts, dude, those out-of-the-money puts are legitimately cheaper. So than any of the other times. Again, we are losing time. You're decaying, and then you're not going down the same way. But look. This low, those 550s are at a different price now. They're a little lower, but you don't want them here. Again, I bought them on that dip, and then I sold out here, then it dropped, and then rallied. But that's why, again, I wouldn't be if you want to chase late stage, you can. That's up to you. But other than that, we chillin'. One MNQ. Well, good luck. It's not bad. It just sucks. The MNQ is only down 0.5 right now. That's what I said. All day today, this day feels a little more aggressive than yesterday, but you don't see the numbers there. 530 for 317 is the sweet spot. No, I disagree. Too much time. I don't look for the sweet spot that far out. They don't work. Just because of how volatile the market is. So maybe I could be wrong, but I'm only looking on the day. Intraday, 1 day, 2 day max for this in this type of volatility. What's your opinion on sports cars at a young age with high insurance? It just all depends if you like them or not. My dumbest decisions with money have been cars, but I love cars. I did get over it at various times, but I don't know. So some people, I don't think you should do it. Some of you, I think you should do it just because some of you kind of need the motivation and it wakes you up a little bit. Like some of you make more money when you start having nice things. Others don't. But it all depends. It's a double-edged sword, to be honest with you. So I think you got to really think about it. But if you don't like it, then that's it. Like, for real, like, I like cars because I like it. You know, like, people, like, you think I don't like cars that people like. I hate it, actually. I hate driving a very nice car and people take pictures of you and stare at you, and then it's like it's hot. You can't drive it everywhere. I don't like that. I tint my windshields for crying out loud. I fucking hate it, to be honest with you, but I love the cars. I like cars. So if you like cars and you're into it, I mean, it's one of the best enjoyments, I think, if you really enjoy it. But at the end of the day, every car I bought, I should have just bought a house. I have made money on cars, but every car I bought, if I just bought a house, I would make millions more every time, bro. So, yeah, it's up to you, but it all depends on the type of person. It's weird. It's not. It's like cars, sadly, and I don't mean this in a bad way, ladies. I feel like cars are like women for me. Like, I love a beautiful woman. I love a beautiful car, but I don't like dealing with all the attention. Does that make sense? Because I don't like, sometimes when my girl goes out I'm with her, I don't like it. I don't like people staring. I don't like people looking. They looking at me and they like, he has to make a lot of money. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it. It's same thing with a car, bro. Like, I don't like it. I don't like people staring when you're parking and everything else. So, yeah. Same thing. If you like attention, then get it. Then there you go. Dude, some dude revved at me yesterday. You know that? Bro, I'm in the gym. I'm leaving the gym parking lot, and I see this. I saw an Escalade V, and I like that car. I kind of wanted one. I was going to get that instead of the Range Rover. But it fucking, it was an Escalade V on 4G autos, right? Yeah, I liked it, bro. And I'm like staring at this car, and then homeboy gets into his car, and he starts like revving the engine. He's like knowing I'm looking. And then he just starts revving it. I'm like, you dork. But I'm like, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. So he got my attention. That's it. That's the only attention you'll get. Because I was staring him, bro. I was staring at him. I was like, whoa. Yeah. He literally like looked at me. He's like, this one's for you. All right, man, you're coming down. You literally just had a pop. Just killed more premiums, man. That's sad. But yeah, Mike Boy. Would invest in a fast car to make money off street racing? Come on, bro. Just stop. Unless I know there's a couple Chads who are professional racers in here and they go to tracks and they do stuff, that I'm down. But if you're talking like street racing like Vin Diesel, bro, I'm going to just slash your tires. Okay? SWO. This was a buyout candidate that one day, remember? Yeah, that candle. They're still going up. He said, I live life a quarter mile at a time, Josh. Okay. I'm like, what matters to you? Family. Family, Josh. What do you think? If family's most important and I invest all my money into street racing, do you agree with that, Josh? Do you think Family. What? It's a 10-second card. What? The fuck you say, dude? Family. I don't. What? All right, watch SWTX if that gets anything. Am I still sponsoring people to become politicians? Yeah, I had one person reach out. They were going to run for something in their state and local government, but I'm very down. I'm very, very down. You have to support $6 billion for homeless veterans. Then you will get my support. Anybody willing to take that home, I'm with you. I'm with you to the end, my brother. That's all we need. All right, bro. This is like, yesterday was really calm. Today's starting to feel calm. It was a lot crazier in the beginning. So we'll see. AI for sentiment. I use AI to aggregate stuff, but I don't trust. I don't trust computers with sentiment. I think I'm pretty good at it, and then we have the chat. You could kind of tell, but I actually use financial indicators. So, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed. That's why when something's happening, we're looking at bonds and currency and oil, even, and gold. That will tell you way more about sentiment than any computer can, because that's real money moving. But if anything, we've done better. Like, if you guys haven't realized, one of the advantages of listening live, I could interpret some of this political shit instantly, whereas I don't, and I think some algorithms can't, because it's difficult. You know, Trump is a complex person, where we have a lot of complex things going on. But that's why it's like these little headlines, we could kind of read into them and get the idea. But then, like, real solid follow through on sentiment, I think it gets reflected through assets, aka bonds, gold, dollar, commodities, all that stuff. Hopefully that helps. Sometimes it's bonds, sometimes it's currency. That's what's fun. We don't know what it is, depending on the type of move. I calculated this $6 billion number. So I took 36,000 homeless veterans, and if I assumed a high payment of $4,000 a month to house them all, $48,000 a year times 36,000 would be $6 billion for 4 years. So, and then that way we do every 4 years, so that the next political party would be forced to either support or not. And then we see who really supports the veterans. So yeah, $6 billion, a fraction of the loans. And if you don't want to give the cash, you could offer tax write-offs to landlords, just like you did with student loans, and you gave loan forgiveness to the companies. You could allow people who own properties to give them to homeless veterans and let them write it off on their taxes. There you go. I could come up with 20 other ideas. I'm not even a politician. But yeah, 100%. And we could make it possible. I think it is legitimately possible that we could live in a country with 0 homeless veterans. Before you tell me about free health care, before you tell me about any of this shit, why don't we make sure the people that have sacrificed everything for our freedom have a home? How about that? And then if we could accomplish that, I think we could do a lot more. But that is 36,000 people, and I really believe it is possible. $6 billion is nothing with what I've seen. If you asked me this 20 years ago, maybe that would have been a lot of money. Nowadays, nothing compared to what I've seen these motherfuckers spend money on. So why? Why do we have homeless veterans? That's a weird concept if you really think about it. Very, very weird concept considering, student loans. The fuck? How about we loan a house for people who literally lost everything and have PTSD now because they fought for your freedom? No? Okay. I'm just saying. So, yeah, you support that. I'll take you to the White House, baby. Let's go. Game time. Okay, big flush. I only see non-comps on bonds. So be on lookout. I don't see anything going on right now. I'm looking at the wire. GenMab, Secure, Goldman. No, bro, you're just flushing. That's it. Going into the low. The premiums are breaking out now. Yeah, you're breaking. No. You haven't, believe it or not. 5549. Again, if we're going to go to 5507 or 517, I believe. But 5507, 5509, it's like 30 points down. Chinese embassy spokesperson. We urge UK to stop antagonizing, sowing discord. No, you guys will learn it. It's not. Student loans benefited rich people too. Do you know how many rich people, their kids had student loans? I said this to you guys years ago. All my rich friends who have kids, the way that they pay their kids' college, they could get benefits and write it off. So I knew people making $50 million a year, their family, and legitimately the kids wrote off their student loans because of Joe Biden. That's a fact. I've seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, some people got their loans forgiven already. And it didn't matter. It was just how they recorded it. I'll tell you now, we're going to talk about it in philo. And I hope all of you guys understand this. Republican, Democrat, communist, or not, I don't give a fuck. The only answer is home ownership for private individuals. If you are worried of the dangers of capitalism and you are worried of the dangers of socialism or any system, the actual answer is private ownership of houses and individual citizens. So my goal and mission that I have been on for the last half a decade here to get all of you a property answers every single one of these questions or counters. That's the answer if you want a better society. Is individual ownership of property. Because there is problems with capitalism and other things, but that is the answer to all of it. You get people owning homes, individuals, that you take power away from every nefarious source out there. So go get a crib, baby. That's what I want. That's what I believe in. I'm here for the people. And you could tell by that mission alone. Because anything I do doesn't benefit this or that. It's houses. And if everybody gets a home and we show them how to, everybody benefits off of that. They don't feel me. I've read too many books, dog. Way too many. You'll see. I have a good philo today. You'll love it if you're going to be here. But that is the answer. That's why I'm saying private property ownership, don't underestimate. Both real communist and real capitalist hate it because that's how people get power. That's how people do not get controlled, by owning property. Everybody knows this. This has been day one. If you go look at every society throughout history, property owners, there's a real big connection, brother. 5547, new low. Russian foreign ministry drone attack on Russia is pre-planned. All right, bro, something's going on. So now check the sentiment. Like, look it. This is weird. Oil's going. I got a Russia headline. Nothing's moving. It's just oil. This could be related to Russia. But yeah, this is not this isn't the trade war shit. This is momentum and oil right now. But that's not. So again, you were just asking me about sentiment. Look, bonds aren't moving. SPY hit a new low. But Canada, Mexico, none of the currencies. Let me check the euro. Yeah. No, Ukraine they attacked Russia last night as Zelensky is having a peace meeting today. Yeah, bro, everything flushed. Bank of America, job cuts. They eliminated 150 junior bankers. Yeah, I saw that Ukraine and Russia headline, but all I'm seeing is oil. Russian foreign ministry, all countries that continue to pump Ukraine with weapons are to blame for this attack. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's clapping Europe right there because remember, Trump halted the weapons. So he's saying, hey, Germany, who just raised $500 billion, that's your fault. We're blaming you. Because remember, America didn't send the last round, or Trump halted it. No defense stocks moving, though. I don't know. That one's a weird one. We got that little flush, bad momentum, but no movement on bonds, dollar, or anything else. Yeah, Kohl's cut their dividend today. They had bad earnings, and then they cut the divvy. Blaming Germany has never ended good? What do you mean? We got Germany to pay for Hitler. It's always good to blame Germany. They'll cave. You know that? You got the German government to pay war reparations? That's insanity. So yeah, that's like when like Russia or Ukraine, someone's going to ask for that. But yeah. Twice. Straight up. That's funny. Yeah, bond auction. What's the when issued? Get ready for that. Is it 10? Yeah. So is it the 3-year, I believe? But in any minute now, you'll get the results here on the wire. Oh, never mind. I forgot. But yeah, I'll tell you it when it comes out. Moscow oil refinery keeps operating normally. There's a White House press conference. Oh, no way. Euro closes at 9:30 now. Hour later until they adjust for daylight savings. The 1 cent divvy on Nvidia. It used to be more. Like, it was a higher yield when the stock was a lower price, but now it's just ridiculous. So 3.92? Damn, that's low. But 3.92 is the when issued. Again, it's a 3-year auction. Oh, 902. I said 82. Excuse me. 3902. You could write a wire. I'm not going to promote it. But do whatever you want. But you're not going to use my platform to promote anything. That's kind of how I've always been. So, but I encourage you to create and develop your own stuff and maximize it. Amen. 3902. 39. Oh, wow. On the 3908. So slightly higher. Wasn't that bad. So bond auction, I think that's going to be a dud. You're ignoring that. SPY's still going lower, but $58 billion on a 3-year. Mr. Newberry. What a name, dude. Are you kidding me? That's your name? That's a beautiful name. Justin Newberry. Oh, I love it. Welcome, Mr. Newberry. Is it Newberry or Newberry? Because I say library. You know what I'm saying? 10-year goes below 4. Oh, I don't know. All I know is once we get to 3.5 to 3.0, the pain will stop. Watch. Trump going to be so bipolar. He's going to be so nice after the rates get back down to 3. That's why I think it's funny. Because I'm like, I really think this. I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. But I just think this is a plot to get the rates down. And he doesn't care if the stocks come down to where they were 3 months ago. You know, because again, we were still high, but lower than where we were not too long ago. So deflate the market a little bit, get the yields back down. I think that's what he wants for sure. OpenAI launches new tools for developers to build agents. Check CRM. They're the last one who had the whole agent developing thing with AI. I'm not looking at the IV. We'll price the SPY later today. Getting ready for tomorrow's CPI. Next resistance, I mean for SPX, I think it's 55.50. Or no, excuse me, it's 55.51. So higher than here, or we go to like 55.17, which I think is light, but really 55.09, 59.07. So about 40 points lower, give or take. That's where I think is the next level. So there might be a little bit of a air brakes at like 50 whatever 17, but sadly, you know, you're starting to get a lot of gaps in air below this level. It's fabricated. It's kind of messed up though. It is, but I was saying the same thing when everybody on the media and companies and governments were lying to you and fabricating a higher yield that didn't make sense. Let me ask you this. Why are yields higher than when banks were collapsing? That makes no damn sense, you guys. That's it. Everyone's lying to you. It doesn't make any fucking sense. That's why. That was wrong. Even right now. Why? You mean to tell me the rates were 0.5% lower and banks blew the fuck up? And now they're higher? For what? Just because people lied to you about the impact of tariffs, and now 2 months later they're like, okay, you're right, it's not inflation, it's growth. It's bullshit. So you're right. It's fabricated. But I think that's what happens when you get, you know, a lot of vigilantes or fabrication to the other side. So I think it's balanced, equal and opposite reactions, sadly. UK tanker vessel crash, Salong vessel now expected to stay afloat. Or okay, still going lower. Unfortunately, all the plays are just melting. So they're really, really expensive. I don't like them. And then you're running out of time. But it doesn't mean you can't make money off them. You just got to take more risk if you want it. I already hit every other one, so I'm not doing it. And then I'll wait till we could get the reversal there. HPE is dropped. That's a 1 minute. And then SPY going lower. Welcome, Bash. Exxon lightweight propane gives 15% shale recovery. Don't know what that means. I saw that new. You said staff has been instructed to clear out classified safes and personal docs per an email from active secretary obtained by CBS. Shred as many documents first and reserve the burn bags for when the shredder becomes available or needs a break. The email reads. They're going full Watergate over there, bro. They're saying USAID. CBS got an email of an executive saying to shred and burn everything. Is dollar still red? Yeah, bro. Meanwhile, dollar red. If we do get a value crash, would KOMO come down? Yeah. If you got a hard landing, real deflation, everything is coming down. But then some things will recover faster, and then hopefully you could you'll have a little bit of cash to buy some other stuff. Oil, I think that's the only asset I've seen go down. Canada, Mexico has not moved. Oil is the only one that has trailed alongside this move right here. Cheap puts on value. Well, listen, if you get a hard landing and a real crash, like a quick, fast sell-off, any cheap puts will work. But if we get a sell-off like this, none of your cheap puts will work. That's what I've been trying to communicate to you guys to help you out, because we've had other times where we've been had perfect timing and didn't make money. So that's why I'm telling you right now, I don't want you to make that mistake again, because if we get this chop that leads you 20% lower, cheap out of the money puts are not going to make you money. If you get a flash crash, a quick drop, 5% down in a week, 10% down in a week, hard landing, Fed steps in, whatever, all the cheap puts are going to fucking hit. You see what I'm saying? You just got to know when to go for them. And that's why I'm saying, just like, I hope I could guide you right here to save you that money, because this is not buy cheap put environment. This is, you can make money, we're going down, but you gotta be a little bit more surgical, and you gotta know what you're buying, not just being in the neighborhood. Okay, it's a little bounce. I don't think that's attractive enough, though. Ba-da, pop, pop, pop. I'm in a cult. Hey. Happy Honda Days. Get a long term. Oh, there is going to be a press briefing. Where butterflies are powerful, kind of. I think a lot of you have made that mistake, though. You could do a butterfly whenever you want. A butterfly is ideal if you know where the stock is going to go. That's the point. So this environment doesn't make butterflies more favorable, contrary to popular belief. Even though we hit the butterfly around this time, the whole point is that a butterfly, if you know where the market is going to go and you have a price zone, easy money right there. But you have to know where it's going to end up. That's why it's low probability, high return, low price. Yeah, I don't know where it'll end. I have levels that could help you, but I don't try to put the market in a box. But I do think direction, we could kind of get an idea. Shorted 20 crowd. Canada Carney would maintain tariffs on U.S. until Americans show us respect. Well, I'm glad that's objective. That's worse than a Trump comment, damn it. I'll do it when you show me respect. Mr. President, what is respect? How do you quantify respect? I don't know. We'll see. Let me ask him. We'll go golfing. We'll see how they act. That's what I mean, respect. Ask them their favorite sports team. What? Oh, Zillow on the low. Sorry. You gotta respect us if you want us to make a move. Sorry. We're in Timmy Hortons. You better put respect on our coffee, or we're gonna ban Starbucks. Yeah, sorry, bud. Sorry about it. Fuck? What the fuck you mean, dude? I couldn't. What did he say? I didn't understand. It sounds like Jordan Peterson. You sound like Jordan Peterson. What did you say? Sound it out. Speak slower and louder. Speak up. I can't hear you. You're talking like a bitch. What? Yeah, Carney says Trump tariffs are an attack on Canadians, workers, and businesses to keep tariffs until U.S. commits to free trade. Canada, Carney. I will ensure our response has maximum impact in the United States. You fucking idiots. Canada reminds me of the people I don't want to ban, but you guys keep breaking the rules. I'm like, why are you doing this, dude? I don't want to ban you. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm trying, like, you know, and I'm trying to be, like, nice about it. I'm trying to keep you involved, and I'm like, oh, man, they're really not getting it. Yeah, bro. The White House briefing isn't on, and quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to wait for it. So I think we are going to move to philo. Yeah, again, you guys, yeah, man, I don't know. You already got rid of the wire today. So maybe political lives might become a member-only thing too. So you tell me, but we had enough complaining for the day, so I don't think we could handle a fucking press briefing. So, that being said, you are going into the lows. There will be a press briefing and then executive orders. But that being said, I think we might have to move on over to philo now. So, new low, Canada, my government will keep tariffs until Americans show respect and make credible commitment to free trade. Latest tariffs are an attack on families. Is this it? Yes. So, we are going to be moving over. This is what we do every day, so it's not like I'm reacting to anybody right now. We just go and do our philo here. I don't want to hear people complain about stocks and be entitled to it because I want to go read a book. So if you would like to join, feel free. Other than that, I'll be back on around Power Hour. So just stay on this channel and you'll find it. Thank you for your time today. Get a long-term and save money. And I will see you there. There it is. There it is. Some insanity, baby. A little insane. Exactly. I like to go insane a little bit. A little controlled insanity. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'll see you there. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Peace.